Although if this does come before the boss, which of the aspects that succeeded is the boss referencing, in this particular context I do wonder. But I wonder about many things. What I shouldn't be wondering about today is the fact that I'm here because I am. And I suppose I will act upon that knowledge, that fact, that circumstance, as I probably ought to, but sometimes fail to, but hopefully will not continue to fail to as I have in the past. Hopefully in the immediate future I will be able to continue a streak of non-failures in that regard. One can only hope, but anyway, yes, hello, I'm here. Hello, Bern, and hello to Cyber. Maybe here may have found themselves within this particular context at this time. I am here today to try to... Oh yeah, I forgot about this. To try to play video games, but I was momentarily distracted by the the sight of this Xenoblade X cover art with inverted colors, which I put up because for this particular version of this track, because of how that's handled in the Chains VGM, or, you know, in the actual Xenoblade X soundtrack. Well, I say you know as if this was extremely common knowledge, which it probably isn't. But in the Xenoblade X soundtrack, typically have like multiple variations on a single track as part of the same track, like the day and night versions of a certain area theme. And this is certainly no exception. That is not the correct scene. This is the correct scene. Which is why I ended up creating this separate sort of B-side cuts thing for that soundtrack, in which we can see the second half versions of a number of things, which fortunately does seem to be available as a thing in a certain Cage Insider thing that I found, which reminds me. Let me make an extremely quick tangential incursion related to that. What the fuck? Okay, so an interesting rendering hiccup with this window that I'm looking at. I am going to... I don't think I need to do this. I'll do it anyway. I will do that, and I will do this as well, question mark. Is this what I am after? I believe so. Yeah. Speaking of which, I do hope Xenoblade X stuff isn't like within the wheelhouse of stuff that will get those copyright ID robots very trigger happy, because I don't think I have any kind of filter for that in this particular playlist that I've been using for this. Also, hey, Mighty. At a glance at the Castlevania HOD track, it's the opening paragraph of Here's the Year 66 Gonna Whip Vampires, yeah. I thought it might be. Come in. Happy that you were able to confirm that. I feel like it's also the other context that I mentioned at the time, though, which is the room in the castle where you put all the furniture. And in the end you have like a really gaudy dining set and a Maneki Neko and a bunch of other stuff in that room. That's because it seemed like a fun idea, and yet it uses the theme that's apparently supposed to be Maxine's theme. Speaking of which, I'm gonna take a quick look at my music thing that is, you know, providing the output for what you're seeing on the stream, as with the music as I start up the game. If it'll let me click off the window. Just a moment. I do have the Castlevania Harmony of Dissonance here. Let me see if there's something called Theme of Maxine or something like that. I'm not entirely convinced that there is, because I'm not seeing it here, and I'm fairly sure this is actually based on like the files that are whatchamacallit, that are from the Castlevania Advance Collection? Question mark. I think, yeah, there's a... It may be, I'm not entirely sure of that actually, but if you actually have like the PC version of that, there is a folder in that install. Like the game doesn't tell you about it, but there's like a jukebox mode and it reads off of easily accessible files that you can find in the install folder, and I think this might be based off of that, and yet I don't see the thing. Thing being literally anything that's called Team of Maxime, so I'm not entirely sure what's up with that. I'm reasonably certain that anything that I have here would be based on like any soundtrack release that happened in an official capacity, which I'm pretty sure did happen for this game anyway. I guess I better bite the bullet and actually try to figure out which of these tracks that I have on here match up with that one. Oh, okay, well, one called Prologue. How's that sound? And to everyone's benefit, I believe I will quickly scroll through the remainder of these. Successor of Fate is really good, by the way. So is this one. Shoveled Sky is also quite good. Clockwork Tower of Causality is the actual official title for this, but a lot of people just call it Clock Tower Casualty. Part of the Devil's Castle, Beloved One, Storm Follower of Darkness, which is like Death's Theme, Decisive Battle, which is like one of the cuts that the boss themes, like one cut of the regular boss theme, which I think there are several. Okay, this is actually my sub sound effect, it's a game over theme. And this is the bizarrely high quality version of Successor of Fate that you hear in the end credits and only there for some reason. Yeah, I don't think there is any other version of that, in fact. And then there's the arrange. So the only version of this theme that I have on here is called Prologue, and it's the very beginning, so I'm not quite sure what's up with me guys' playlist, how he got that name sourcing, but anyway. Well, now that that little mystery has been sort of addressed, I'll go back to this. I've only to leave it in the on standby for now because I am going to try to play video games now. It's probably a good idea. So let's see. I was actually watching a few things on the web. Okay, I just pressed my toggle key for muting and unmuting the mic, which is fucking scroll lock, because it doesn't really do anything. But apparently it does serve as a substitute for pressing start on that screen. I have no idea, but yeah, anyway, what I was going to say before that happened is I was watching a few YouTube videos recently, and one of them was about, like, quality of life things in video games that you kind of, you know, every game should have, or at least most games should have, and one of them would be if you have like a story-based game, put some kind of story recap in the loading screens, because otherwise I have to try to remember what was going on in the game, and that's hard. But I think I know what was going on in the game anyway. I think Majima here was asked to kill a dude, who is apparently a dude that sucks, but I suppose we can't be sure unless we witness that for ourselves. Oh, and that guy. Still don't know what that guy's deal is. I assume that he's like the shakedown person that Majima has to deal with, equivalent to the other guy for Kiryu, but not entirely sure as I've completely avoided him so far. I don't think there's anything else that I probably would go check out at this precise moment. Maybe some side stories, but I don't think I see any side story markers right now, so let's just head over to Pink Zone over here and see what that results in. Could get some hand tissues, but I already got some pocket tissues. Honestly, not sure if there's like any point to getting those, except like reselling them for an extremely pitiful amount of money, which is, in theory, something you can do. But why the fuck would you do that when you can get way more money than that just by beating people up? Or showing them to the cop guy that frisks you and he's like, yeah, this sure is safe. I said I should start by asking telephone club else he was connected to Makimura. Well, wouldn't you know it, I am standing right in front of what must be the telephone club. It says Terekura, which I guess must be short for teleclub? Telephone club? Teleclub. I mean, they do that in Japanese, but... I'm just pondering this, alright. Sometimes I need to take my time in such matters. How much time would you like today? Oh, I don't know. 2 hours. I mean, what are we doing in here? Are we talking to higher people on the telephone? Makimura's using college-age girls. Hope I can get lucky and find one. Oh boy. Yeah, apparently that's exactly what we're doing here. Just lying around. Got the day off. Maybe finally went down for his nap now that I got my hands free. I figured I'd call in. Boy. Rip. I was waiting for the kid, that's off the mark. He'd be too lucky to strike gold on the first call. Oh well, we got 2 hours. And now we got less than that.
Moshi.
ああ、もしもし。
どうもこんにちは。俺、ゴロ言うんやけど、そっちは？
うち？あっこ。
あっこちゃんか。なんや、元気なさそうやん。もっと楽しくおしゃべりしようや。
せやけどめっちゃだるいんやもん。久々に学校行ったけど、速攻で受けてもうた。
Get a college student, unless it could also be a housewife taking some kind of hobby class, I don't know.
なんや自分、ひょっとして女子大生？
うん、そうやけど。
Or not. I don't know if she's connected to Makimura, but maybe we can find out.
あこちゃん、テレクラにはよく電話しとんの？
せやな。うち退屈なんが嫌やから遊んでくれはる人を探してんねん。
ほな、外で会ったりとか？
時々な。
会う会わへんはどないして決めとるんや？
まあお腹空いてる時とか。
現金やな。飯をおごってくれたら相手は誰でもええんや。
別に誰でもええってわけやないけど。あ、そうや。五郎さんやったっけ？五郎さん入れ墨してはったりせえへん？
あ？入れ墨やと？
うん。うちそういうのちょっと興味あんねん。
しとる言うたらどないする？
え、ほんまに？ほんまにしとるんやったらどんな柄なんか教えてくれへん？
なんでそないなことが気になるんや？
うち絵の勉強してんねん。せやけど入れ墨なんてめったに見られへんやん。せやからもし入れ墨しとる人がおったら実際に会うて生で見せてもらったりすんねん。
般若や。
え？
俺の姓には般若が入っとる。
そうなんや。般若か。
He's interested in tattoos. He's an ordinary student. Might have some criminal connections, yeah. I'm pretty sure the undertone here is that you would expect only Yakuza people to have tattoos, but they don't really just out and say it for some reason. Yes, they at least imply it, though.
ところであっこちゃん、俺からもちょっと聞きたいんやが。
何？
牧村誠って知っとるか？
ごめん、切るわ。
I mean, bullseye, even though apparently she doesn't want to keep talking.
ちょっと待ってくれ。
何？
いやな、俺実はフリーのライターやっててな、牧村藩のこと興味あんねや。それで牧村藩を知ってる人から話聞きたいな思っててな。 あこちゃん、牧村藩のこと何か知っとるんか？せやったら超大手話聞かせてもらえへんやろうか。ああ、もちろんお礼はするで。絶対あっこちゃんにも牧村藩にも迷惑かけへん。どうやろか？
ほんまに？
ほんまや、ほんま。
わかった。せやったら今から岩尾橋に来て。
岩尾橋やな。
五郎さんはどんな格好してんの？
グラサンに黒のジャケット、髪や長髪を後ろで結んどる。目立つからすぐわかると思うで。
わかった。
ほな、今から岩尾橋で待っとるで。絶対来てや。
そしたら後で。
Alright. Well, we already had some incidents in Iwao Bridge, assuming that it's like the couple of side stories that we've done. We're in the same bridge, where we pretty much ended up drawing quite a bit of attention. Fucking erection. Bit of an odd label to apply to someone that you just met, but even if he looks like this. You were enjoying yourself at the Odyssey last night, I guess. Oh, this is the guy that was just dancing in his underwear. Still go to a cabaret on your off time, you're a real poonhound. You're running for the telephone club first thing in the morning. I guess that's how it must look. Like you've been everywhere I have means you got business with all these establishments as well. Around days and just isn't enough for me, so I wind up just going from spot to spot most days. Boy. Vito has a reputation, and now his label is Mr. Libido. I guess just nobody else cares that he's walking around in his underwear in public. Peter's already talking to you. Do you really need to ask that? One survival perf. Let's meet Ako on Evo Bridge, because if I head there, she'll come. I guess we can just ignore that, or we can read this. Sometimes encounter Mr. Libido while walking around near the shadier places in town. Mr. Libido knows where all the sexy girls can be found. He might just share his info with you. There are benefits to befriending beautiful women, so be sure to talk with Mr. Libido if you see him. Right, because we're just going with there is a practical purpose to this. Wink wink. Oh no. I'm sorry. I was really hoping that wouldn't happen. Can I make it up to you somehow? I'm feeling that even if we were walking slow like this, we still shove people that we're walking next to, so it's weird. Something like, say, Ask Read, where you can walk slow specifically so you avoid shoving people, but... Oh boy. What could these hooligans possibly want with me? Oh, whoops. You know, I don't think I've really done a lot of tries to do circle moves while in the bad mode, because it hasn't felt very necessary. Even that I've got a forever weapon in this mode. So what shall come of this? This is where I'm supposed to meet Ako. I don't know if we agreed on a specific time. My ears must have blinked if we did that.
ローさん。
のあんたがアッコちゃんか。よう来てくれたな、おおきに。
Guards up sky high. She bails on me and I'm screwed. Gotta find some way to put her at ease here. Well, what, just keep up the act?
ひょっとして芸能人やってことバレた？
え？
しもた。やっぱり来ない変装しても分かる子には分かってしまうか。自分のハンサム顔が憎いわ。ああ、ええてサインやったらなんぼでも書いてあるから、みんなには内緒にしといてな。
うちの考えすぎか。こないアホな人が例の人なわけちゃうもんね。
The guy.
例の人やと？
なんでもない。優しそうな人で安心したわ。うちがアッコ。
Alright.
ほな早速やけど、そこらで茶でも飲みながら話聞かせてもらえるか。
お茶？うちお腹減ってんねんけど。
そしたら飯にしようか。何食いたいんや？
うちお寿司食べたい。
寿司か。やっぱり女子大生ともなるとええもん食うてるんやな。
そらそうやん。今時女の子とデートするんなら予算5万くらいないと話にならんわ。五郎さん、社会人ならそれくらい持っとるやろ。
当たり前やないか。学生が見たこともないような豪勢な飯食わせたるわ。
ほんまに？五郎さん分かっとるやん。
I probably wouldn't get this info for free, but you do what you gotta do. I mean, I wasn't even sure if I had 50k, but after that little encounter, I probably might.
よっしゃ。ほな寿司屋に行こうか。
はよ行こ
Guess we're going to the sushi bar. So we're just gonna maybe walk slow. I don't know. It's like if we're trying to getting Yoru ahead, probably wouldn't be too
う。寿司好き？
good of an idea to rush. Is this even the right way?
いくらは絶
I
対
don't think so.
食べんねん。まだ間に合うで。
I will head over here and hope she can.
まだ行かへんの？もううちお腹ペコペコやで。
Right, never mind, I guess.
ちょっと
We're not waiting around after all. Well, we could go in there. That's technically a restaurant, isn't it? That's also a blacksmith's place. Not being such a rush, and yet... Okay, so first she says, why are we going slow? And now she's like, why are we rushing? Well, here we are at Ganko Sushi.
何握りでしょう。
ほな1万くらいでお任せするわ。あと今日のええとこお作りにしてくれ。
あ、ウニとイクラは絶対入れてな。
よう。
五郎さん飲まへんの？
一応仕事中やからな。今はやめとこう。それよりアッコちゃんの話聞かせてくれや。大学生にしたら随分慣れとるようやけど、こないな店よう来るんか？
まあね、最近は割と毎日。
毎日？なんや、そないノルマ厳しいんか？
ノルマ？そんなんあるはずないやん。いつでも好きな時にやれるのがこのバイトのええとこやもん。
いやいや、バイトっちゅうことはつまり誰かから依頼されてやっとるわけやろ。その元締めが例の牧村はんやろ。聞いた話やと女子大生にテレクラで男捕まえさせて、その稼ぎをかっさらっとるらしいやんか。
はあ？誠さんはそんな人とちゃうし。うちらほとんど男の人にご飯とかおごってもらうだけやし。誠さんも稼ぎよこせなんて言わへんよ。
あ？ちゅうことはアッコちゃん売りとかしてへんの？
当たり前やん。ひょっとして五郎さん、ほんまは取材なんて嘘で初めからいやらしいことが目当てやったとか？せやったら悪いけど、なんぼおごってもろてもホテルとかついていかんで。
ああ、ちゃうって、そういうつもりとちゃうねん。ただ俺はそういう噂を耳にしたもんやったから。
ほんまに？まあそれが賢明やね。 うちに何かあったら無事で済まへんから。
あ、それは一体どういう。
はい小肌。
美味しそう。ほな、いただきます。
Oh, now what? I may or may not have forgotten all the details of what that dude we're trying to find. It was like accused stuff. Alright, I have well over a million, so should be fine.
ごちそうさま。
おう、ほな行こうか。
I don't have anything left that I'm able to purchase at this point. That's
さて、腹ごし
less than 2 million, I don't
そし
think.
たらさっきの話の続きを。
あ、うちあそこ行きたい。
As far as operates.
今度はどこや。
ゲーセン。
ゲーセンってゲームセンターのことか。不良のたまり場やないか。ま、家で女の行きそうな場所ではあるが。
最近のゲーセンはちゃうねん。可愛いぬいぐるみとかあんの。
ゲームセンターにぬいぐるみ。どういうこっちゃ。
行ったらわかるわ。ほら、はよ行こ
しゃあないな。ほなゲームセンターに行くか。
う。はよ行こ
I feel like that particular mention of an impression just makes me think of Shenmue and how
う。でも五郎さん遅れてるわ。
Shenmue is said like a couple years before this is supposed to be, I think.
うちか仕事場やな。
もっとちゃんと遊ばな。女の子にモテへんよ。
気ぃつけるわ。
And yet, one of the things that you see in Shenmue is like the arcade.
お寿司ほんま美味しかったな。特にイクラ。五郎さんもそう思うやろ。
あっこちゃん、俺のイクラ横取りしたやんか。俺食うてへんわ。
だってうちイクラめっちゃ好きなんやもん。五郎さん、おおきにな。
はいはい。
But I think one of the things that that's supposed to reflect is that, like in the 80s, the arcades were seen as like these pits of degeneracy, and yet one of the things that the dudes at Sega, who had a part in creating Shenmue, were trying to do was change that image. I guess that's a bit of dialogue back there may have been a bit of a nod to that.
あ、ほら、あれや。
Yeah, we've been here.
UFO キャッチャー。
Side quest for that little girl.
このボタンで中のクレーンを操作してな。ぬいぐるみを穴まで運んだらもらえるねん。
I'll have to pull the stunt again.
どうせそう簡単には取れへんようになっとるんやろ。普通に店で買うた方がええんちゃうか。
何言うてんのや。よそで売ってないからここで取らなあかんのやない。お金で何でも買える思ったら大間違いやで。っていうかお金はうちが払うから五郎さん代わりにやってや。うちこういうの苦手やねん。
あ？なんで俺が？
誠さんのこと聞きたいんとちゃうの？
しゃあないな。ほな、一応やったるやないか。
I mean, one thing I suppose I will say, despite me kind of having already kind of God, how do I even phrase what I'm trying to say? One thing I will say, even though I have implied in a couple occasions that I probably have a bit of a, you know, still at this point I probably have a bit of a better impression overall of Shenmue than I do of this series. One thing I will say in this series' favor is that this does seem to be a little, at least, more skill-based than what you do to get a similar result to this in Shenmue, which is just fucking gachapon. It's entirely chance-based. There is one aspect in which I believe this does get the edge. Hey, got it on the first try. What do you know? And I think it is a tad trickier in this than, I don't know, the Switch version of Link's Awakening, which is kind of similar with the freaking crane game that they have in that. Maybe updated that and added like a million more figurines to collect. And it made it actually physics-based.
どこか落ち着いて話せるとこがええわ。
ま、それもそうやな。オナ出ようか。
So where are we off to now?
ほな、次はディスコや。
ディスコ？あんだけ食った後でよう踊る気になるな。
実はさっき電話でVIPルーム予約してん。
VIP room.
一度でええからVIPルームに入ってみたいって思ってて。い
つの間に予約しとったんや。人の金を思って好き勝手してくれるな。
文句言わんの。連れてってくれたらそこで誠さんのこと話してあげるから。
ほんまか？まあそう言われたら断れんな。ほら行こうか。
I guess we're still playing along, and yet I feel like the more he talks, the more transparent he is about the fact that it's an act. I don't know. I don't get a dress code there, but hopefully this getup will look the part enough. Alright. And I mean, I did hear that apparently Shippernauts VIP is VIP, but the other thing that came to mind is that there's a restaurant chain over here called, well, the name is spelled VIPS and pronounced VIPs, so.
時間あったら店中のぬいぐるみ取ってるわ。
ほんなら今度一緒に行くときもっといっぱい取ってな。
任せとき。
And there's also a restaurant chain called Tox, which I can't help but think of every time freaking Trails of Cold Steel comes up in any kind of VGM thing. I'm more familiar with the restaurant than anything to do with that actual series. So what's going on here? Guess we have to go through here. I've my own this bridge for a while now. Mario was dancing here before it can mean you own the place. We're gonna fight, did he have to take up the whole bridge? Well, I guess apparently they're fighting over the bridge, so... On one side you got a guy with glasses, and the other you got a guy who's got the Michael Jackson Thriller costume. And I guess this guy's showing up. In a way that lets us talk to him while conveniently that not getting in the way of the chick who's supposed to be following us. Gotta get across this bridge. No, she's just standing back for some reason. Those punks are doing a good job of blocking the way. Could just, I don't know, go to the side and shuffle past a couple people. Probably get through that way. Individuals of their kind, I doubt things will take such a violent turn. Our practitioners of the new breaking dance the kids are so fascinated with these days, apparently. Dancing to assert dominance. Are some kind of horned up birds? Surely we're not gonna do dance fighting as a result of this. I mean, I don't know why I said that. I feel like I already knew. I was just trying to stave off the inevitable. That was dancing and everything was that sharp. I wonder if I could pull some of that off. Bridge is, was, and forever remains property of Areshiku, whatever that means. Get out my game and be back for blood. We'll be seeing that. Who's the boy in the red frock one? That's what we're calling that. Flushing them down sparked something inside you, did it not? Look in your eyes was hungry, ravenous even. And you got eyes like a damn hawk. Yeah, alright. Still don't know if I could actually apply it though. I mean, I guess we're not gonna do it right now. On one of these dates, quote unquote, with a young lass, are you? I mean, it is, but it's supposed to be an act. On our venue, Ashitaba Park. Which we will probably be forced to go to after this, given that we're not just immediately going into a demonstration here. It kind of makes me wonder why that had happened while we were in this escort mission. I feel like probably would have felt a little more organic for it to happen in a way that would have led up to, I don't know, a practice with it immediately. Alright, let's go. Get to figuring out something else. May very well come up. Alright. Gotta try, I mean, I guess it's supposed to be part of the mechanic here on purpose. But she's slower than you. Unless you're walking slow yourself. Still think it's kind of weird how they implement that, but anyway, I guess we're about to get to what? Maharaja? Is that where we're going? Is this supposed to look like a disco? Maharaja Sotenbori. Because nothing says disco like giant golden elephant. VIP room entrance, or VIP as they say it in here, is 30,000 yen. It's a good thing we have at least 50,000 yen. And more.
言うても2人で来たってしゃあないやろうが、こないなとこはもっと大人数でシャンパン開けてパーッと楽しむもんやで。
そんな友達おらんもん。
そうなんか？そら意外やな。
親と喧嘩して家出するような不良娘と仲良して止めてくれる子はめったにおらんし、おってもその子の親に追い返されるし。今のバイトで知り合うた子とかもおるけど、普段から連絡取って遊ぶような友達とちゃうし。せやからみんな仕方なく街で男捕まえてホテル泊まったりするけど、やっぱり危ないことの方が多いし。
牧村誠っちゅうやつはそないな行き場のない子が夜の街で妙なやつに悪さされんように仕切ってるっちゅうことか。せやけど中には危ない客もおるやろが。
せやからそないな人に会うた時はすぐに誠さんのポケベルに連絡入れんねん。そしたらすぐに飛んできてくれはるから。
あ？そういえばさっきもそないなことを言うとったな。牧村っちゅんはそない喧嘩が強いんか？
強いなんてもんやないって。筋肉もりもりで背もめっちゃ高いし、大抵の人はカッコ見ただけで謝って逃げるわ。
ほう、そらごっついの。
あ、うち踊ってくる。
なんや、ビップルームはもうええんか？
ディスコに来たらやっぱり踊らな損やろ。うちお酒飲めへんし。
そういうとこはまだまだやな。
Well, we just immediately put back in control, so I guess we're gonna have to follow up on that as well.
ちょっと話してえな。
Oh boy.
やっと見つけたで。自分の出入りしそうなとこ片っ端から張ってたらいつか会えると思ってたわ。
何？うちに一体何の用や？
とぼけても無駄やで。この前の礼させてもらおう思てな。俺に散々怒らせた挙句、そろそろホテルに行く頃やっちゅう時にごっつい男呼んで俺をボコボコにしてくれたやんな。
あんたが悪いんやろ。うち見たんやで。あんたが飲み物に睡眠薬混ぜてたの。そんな男についていくはずないやん。
なんや、今日はこの前の男はおらんのか？おらんのやったら読んでもかまへんで。 そん代わりこっちも人連れてきとるからな。
They're just gonna go along with this.
最低やな。
なんとでも言えや。
町や。
ああ
Well, thankfully I also smuggled my baseball bat into this place, probably.
何勘違いしとるんや。俺はそない女のことなんて全然知らへんで。ただお前らが邪魔やから言うとるんや。
なんやと。
ディスコ言うたら踊る場所やろが。女ナンパしたいんやったらダンスでええとこ見せたらええやないか。今から俺が手本見せてやるさかい。そこどいて場所あげや。
アホ抜かすのも大概にしとけや、このボケ。そない踊りたいんやったら踊らしてるわ。ただし俺らのサンドバッグとしてな。
Alright. Well, it wasn't quite as immediate as I was kind of alluding to back there, but I guess we are gonna be dance fighting now.
表出ろや。
Gonna be just dance fighting as a new style of fighting, or is it gonna be like literal dance competition? I have to wonder. It's probably gonna be the former, but
いてもうたる。
menacing man and company. Breaker style. I guess it's supposed to be the quick one. I guess you could like with Kiryu, you get the standard one, the quick one, and the strong but slow one. Even though the strong but slow one with Majima, which is bat based, does seem to be extremely OP in comparison to pretty much all the other styles I've seen so far. Off an extra attack from a freeze pose, trigger an X attack followed by a Y combo attack to finish with a freeze pose. We can unleash an additional attack, finishing blow called a double breaker. Okay, I don't know what a freeze pose is. Oh god, okay. But that also seems pretty interesting. Fucking spinning around and doing like a fucking Smash Brothers move. Like a Mario down B, but... Wait, what? Oh, I guess a freeze pose is a literal pose that you do at the end of one of those combos, but it kinda looks like you're left vulnerable when you do that.
五郎さんすごい。めっちゃイカす。
Like you can't just cancel out of that with another move.
せやけど男を出しにして金稼ぐのほどほどにしてきや。今たまたま俺がおったけど、いつでも例の牧村藩を呼べるとは限らんやろ。
言うても誠さんいつもすぐ近くにおるからな。読んだらほんますぐ来てくれんねんで。
そうなんか。
誠さんな、普段整体師やってはるの。笑福町南にあるほぐし会館ってお店。
ほんまか。そしたらそこ行ったら本人に会えるやろか。
多分な。
I thought what we were gonna end up doing was getting his, like either getting his pager number and try to summon him that way, or get her to summon him so that we can find him, but I guess this is gonna happen instead. Wonder how it's gonna go anyway. I'm assuming he's not gonna be the same as the shakedown guy that's in this part of town, or this part of the game, I guess. It's not the same town as where Kiryu is.
あこちゃん、今日は大きにな。ほんまに助かったわ。ほな、こっから先は本人に取材してみるわ。
あ、うちが言うたってことを内緒にしてな。五郎さんええ人やから特別に教えたけど、ほんまは誠さんのこと内緒なんやから。
分かってる分かってる。せやけどほんま信頼しとるんやな、牧村藩のことを。
そらそうやん。あの人おらんかったらうちも今頃どうなってたか分からへんもん。
そらさすがに褒めすぎとちゃうか。女に優しゅうするのも案外下心あってのことかもしれへんやないか。
そんなん絶対ないって。蒼天堀には 誠さんに救われたって子めっちゃ多いんやから。男に騙されてひどい目合わされて自殺寸前のところを救ってもらったって子もおったし、うちらにとってほんま神様みたいな人やね。あないええ人疑ったらバチ当たるわ。
ふん。
あ、でもただ一つだけ誠さんから頼まれてることがあんねん。
頼まれてること？
もしお客さんの中でコウモリの入れ墨をした男の人を見たらすぐに教えてくれって。
コウモリの入れ墨をした男、誰なんやそれ。
うちも詳しくは知らへんけど、誠さんずっとその人を探してるみたい。誠さんからなんか頼まれることなんてそれくらいしかないから、バイトしてる子はみんな協力して探してるんやわ。
なるほどの。それで最初俺が入れ墨しとる言うたら食いついてきたんか。
そういうこと。
女を使って男を探してるか。
あかん、そろそろ次の人と待ち合わせの時間や。
次やと？まだ遊ぶんか。
ほなうちはこれでバイバーイ。
たまにはうちに帰れや。
気が向いたらな。
So we know where to find him, but that's nothing like how Sagawa described him, which I kind of already forgot all the details of how he described him, other than he's bad. I mean, who knows? I guess Majima doesn't know who he's searching for that apparently has a bad tattoo. Was a total scumbag exploiting women for cash turned into a saint going around saving them. Coming from, you know, this letter testimony, opinion, this letter take coming from one of the women herself. What to do with the bad tattoo? I guess we really don't know right now. Rangers come and killed Makimura, that's a job. We'll be at Hogoshikai County in Shofukucho South. Gonna finish this tonight. Massage. Oh, but also, immediately upon moving we get this. The guy from Iwa Bridge was duking it out with the big dude with your breakdancing or whatever. Battle was sick. Oh, I guess he witnessed us doing the thing. Like a bolt from the blue. But not the Reaper review. Arashi crew. Did you end up with the Kings of Sodom in the question? And Arashi's my name. Well. Throw down every day, gonna take over this town in Japan and the world, feel me? Well, how do you plan on taking over the world by dancing on the side of the street? Lots of folks come through Southern Body. Entertainment bigwigs gotta be in the mix here. One of those catch attention? Who even knows? Well, I want the big boys to take notice. I gotta stand out more than anybody else in this town. I figure into all that how exactly? Well, the real moves and pump up the volume a bit, we'll be crushing every other crew in Osaka. What are your ideas for a whole bunch of sick new moves? Well, so what? Are we gonna actually learn new moves? That's the end goal of this? Question mark. You practice in the alley behind Shofukucho West. Inside you're in, you come see us. Tight. Well. And this music, whatever it is still going on, even after that cutscene. Not that it felt particularly appropriate during the cutscene, but you know. Maybe we can do some dance fighting now. See, at least with this fucking spinning kick thing, we can defend ourselves from all directions. Oh shit. So I guess the objective is to, God. Like, end that sort of movement with, a hit right at the end so that we can... Oh god, I don't know. A little bit confused by that whole end of combo thing, but you know. Just roll with I don't know, just I feel like Majima is not, well, styles other than the default style seem to be a lot more OP than Kiryu so far. Speaking of which, hold on. Okay, we're not quite at 2 million yet. I will take a quick look at these, but we're not at 2 million yet, but we did just unlock this, so we probably get more stuff this way. We get 2 more freaking health upgrades from Breaker. Not from Breaker, from Slugger. But it's 2 million each, so we don't have enough for that yet. But can we get anything like that from Breaker? Maximum health S, M, and L, which is 15 million, so... I don't know, I think we'll wait just a little bit longer so we have 2 million, and we can... actually get that other large health upgrade. What are we out here? Aaron's on the run. We can get into another fight, which may or may not be enough to get there. We follow this side story. Let's see. Have to go to the convenience store. Real problems if you need to hit a convenience store that bad. Have to get some lip balm right away. Feet have been sore ever since this morning. So I don't know, I won't make it in time. And yet, I'm pretty sure that if they're hurting that much, you know, continuing to push yourself is just gonna make it much worse, especially in the long run. Maybe his lips are like sandpaper or something. Well, maybe we'll try to check up on him and go in the opposite direction of where we were going before as a result of that. That's a fella who wasn't hurried to buy some lip balm. I wonder what happened to him. Pain spreading and worsening. No chapped were your lips. Were they worse in your feet? Well, probably had some medicine with me. We probably have something. Let's see. I guess we're gonna have to do some charity here. This is the weakest thing we have, so I guess we'll go with this. You can have this? I guess so. Or just, I don't know, pour it on your feet like in Resident Evil 7. That'll totally work. Did you get those chapped lips of yours taken care of? You were the one holding us to get lip balm, so I was up with that. It wasn't for me, I was rushing because the girl I like asked me to get it for her in a hurry. Well, I runs like that for her all the time, and yet I don't look after myself. This seems fine. Can't shake the feeling this girl is just using him, but I thought his boat's like a rocket. Well, because I was so diligent about running errands, she's given me a nickname. When we first met, she has called me by my last name. Really? She calls me Aaronkin. Is that actually his last name? I mean... Or... Probably misread that, but... It's running your feet into the ground, literally. Well, I sure do wonder what's gonna happen with him. I can understand wanting to impress the girl of your dreams, but it's turned into a nightmare. I'm gonna have to search for a nightmare myself, because I do want to. Find another encounter if I can, just so I can get some more money. Alright, goons. A few years too early for something awful to really take off, and yet here we are. Because we're just wrecking this other thing in the environment as well, not even the dudes we're fighting. Yeah, I don't know, what it is, but I feel like I probably am gonna... Oh shit. I feel like the bat style is probably a little bit more efficient at this point, at least. Well, it's just short. How can I fix that? How am I gonna fix that, or did I just run into another event? Leech. A little sales tax. Oh boy. Wants to pay a tax every time we buy something. I mean, isn't that how it already works? You gotta pay the sales tax on that fancy suit that you're wearing. Taxes only made to keep the common people down. Well, another guy is sure taking some heat over some kind of tax issue. I mean, is he the sole person who's responsible for this tax? I don't know. This does seem like a very bizarre setup, considering the location and the topic together. Guess we're gonna beat them up. It's a pencil pushing dickhead that came up with the sales tax. So they really are saying that he's like the only one responsible. Every time you buy something, they're gonna charge you 3% more as tax. Isn't that ridiculous? Well, I'll tell you what's more ridiculous than that. It's doing that and then not including that on the tag. I can think of one country in the world who does that. I think it's ridiculous that they don't do that. I about lost it for a second there, but I guess he doesn't disagree. I totally understand why it did piss you off, but beating this guy to a pulp isn't gonna make the sales tax go away, is it? Not at this point. Maybe if you get a time machine and do it at an earlier date. You wanna stick up for this mosquito? Oh boy. So really, after he's blowing off steam, see how far that gets you with me. Alright, so... I don't know if sales tax is like as new as that in Japan though. I'll have a bit of a hard time believing that. I don't know, it just feels more natural to do the bat style. Look outrage sure fizzles fast. Except when it doesn't. Taiyo Matsusato, Taiyo Asi the sun. Just take my word for it.
Yeah.
You're some kind of political big shot. Don't have much in the way of rank or power, but I am in a position to help steer the country. I'm gonna tank all the government. Even if you're careful, people are gonna be pissed when you're steamrolling. You're trying to make this country a better place to live, right? You gotta take some pride in that. People would be unhappy with the new tax, but only on a logical level. When I saw how emotional they got about it, well. They find out that the sales tax is only the tip of the iceberg and there are more taxes on the way. Oh boy. Nothing's set in stone yet, but we're considering many more effective ways of generating revenue streams by taxing. Is that really the only way? Just like making a claim without necessarily giving anything in return. But as you've seen firsthand, we have to consider public opinion. I wonder if I can really come up with a tax policy that everyone could live with. Well, I haven't found the right balance and I'm a little lost at the moment. Can't I understand the look of what you're trying to do, but take care of the country for us. You're gonna have to do something more than just beat up people, I would imagine. Want to get your views on taxation? Oh boy. I had this idea perhaps someone who is completely ignorant of taxation can offer an entirely different perspective. The fate of this country rests on your shoulders. I mean, I guess. Can only imagine how this will go. So where are we at now? Just like a restaurant. A bar. We're basically hoping to strike gold in a copper mine. Well, let's make sure you're not completely in the dark with a basic question. You know why the government collects taxes from the people? Well, there's the theory and then there's what actually happens. But the theory says this. It's really presenting this like a PSA kind of thing. Will carry the police? Well, maybe in Japan. There's plenty of places where that's not really what happens. Gotta build roads and bridges, keep them in working order, but there's more to it than that. They also serve other purposes as it pertains to general wealth. We don't need to go into that much detail. Wink. So the main theme. If you were in the position of collecting taxes from the people, what would you tax? Well, I can think of a couple of ridiculous taxes that have happened throughout history. But probably don't tax something that's like really vital is probably how I would go about it. I don't know what Sato-san is in this context. I'll say tax tobacco. That's no way good. There's a government monopoly on tobacco products, and 3 years ago there actually has been a small tax on tobacco products. They're absolutely not essential, they're actually the opposite of essential, I would say. We're gonna jack up taxes, it's an non-essential stuff that you start with. Tax around 200 yen now, people will bitch and moan, but I think that's still for over 300. Well, they'll be forking off or over more than money if they actually get that, but 400 opposite yen mark though, I think I'd have a long hard thing about each bag being worth it. Hey man, if that's what it takes. At about 500 I'd probably quit cold turkey. But if we raised it incrementally... I mean, yeah, maybe you can just repeat that conversation but with a different starting point, moving the goalposts. Very sneaky, underhanded way of doing it, but if you think you can get away with that without people noticing, which you probably can't, you know, but what else? Something that's closely tied to everyday living would have the best potential. Air, pets, or gasoline? Well, it's funny that pets should come up here because, like, I feel something that's historically ridiculous as far as taxes is a tax on windows and pets that happened over here, like during the 19th century. Gasoline is already pretty expensive by itself. It's not gonna get worse, or it is gonna get worse only. So. But I feel like it's the only one that really makes sense out of these. Gasoline tax. People with cars obviously living it up here. Why not skim a little more off the top? The price of gas is dependent on the cost of petroleum, so people have experienced price hikes before. Should be used to price creep actually, so clearly they won't notice that there's a different cause of that. Also a provisional tariff on gas tax. There's certainly rooms to raise taxes without too much notice. Anything else? I don't know. Like what? I was thinking about that sales tax those goofballs we're all riled up about. Next year we're gonna start paying 3% on top of everything we buy, right? Every single thing. Why stop at 3%? You can go into that rate, but wouldn't you get it? You get more if you bumped it up. That would be impossible. So what happened? Just a 3% tax caused so much outrage.
Yeah.
You ain't thinking. People are pissed because you sprung at your finger at them and you had to turtle up. You gotta think about the long game. Familiarity is a scary thing, my friend. People are bitching and moaning about the shiny new tax, but once it becomes a regular part of life, they'll move on to the next thing to bitch and moan about. I mean, true enough. That's when you start gradually turning the screws. Every time you hike it up a little, you get some more blubbering, but they won't be screaming bloody murder like the first time you introduced the tax. I don't know why. Because they'll be used to getting screwed. Yeah, I'll set a precedent. Nothing they've already accepted gets a little worse, it's just the facts of life doing what they do. I mean, until that actually tips over, which it probably will if it just doesn't stop. Might take quite a while, but it probably will. And you're terrifying, actually. Well, are you even off this earth? Are you, like, channeling what people think Machiavelli was like? You really want to know? Well... And if the sales tax were to be raised, how do you think it should go? Well, I mean, you're starting at 3%. I don't know if I can... like, how sincere we're supposed to be with this. But I feel like the average sales tax percentage that we see at this point is definitely way more than 3%, but it's not as high as friggin' 50%. So if we want to go for like a more long-term, quote-unquote realistic answer, we'd probably go with this. Around 8%. That's a good number, it's neither too close nor too far from the double-digit threshold. It would be dissent among the people, but I imagine it could actually be workable. An 8% sales tax will bump 100 yen thing to 108. That sure hurt my enthusiasm for buying pricey stuff, but because it now has the Buddhist number. Maybe if we went from the initial 3% up to 5%, waited a little longer, and then hiked it up to the proposed 8%, and eventually with, well... this muttering, that's just him doing these diabolical schemes. What's some primeval spirit stone? Boy. Well, we did get that fight, so at this point what I'm wondering about is... will that get me enough money to get the health upgrade I was aiming for? Jacking up taxes. Did I just... if taxes go up, is it my fault? Oh boy. No way. It's not like I just gave Nero the idea to burn down Rome or anything. Couldn't be me. No sorry. How does he not think about that at all until after that's all over? That's what I have to wonder about, but yeah, we do have more than 2 million now, so... I think it's finally time to get this. I don't think it'll be that huge of a difference, really, but... maybe the next one will, or at least look like it in comparison. So what place is this, though? Komian? It's supposed to be like a bar, but well, at any rate we still have hey, it's this guy again, hold on. Where's we gonna fight? Guess we can meet up with the simple man again. But first we gotta get beaten up a tiny bit in exchange for beating up these guys way more than the opposite. It's allowed to happen. Oh. Goodness. Not that that guy and the guy next to him were both like already out of action. Oh well. That's Aaron Kuhn looking down and out and dejected. So what's up with that? Are we gonna have to like give up more of our stuff for him? I don't think we will right now. Because we would have to give up something that we probably don't want to just to a random dude. Souls have finally worn through. Oh boy. Can't even go buy a new pair like this. Even somebody exactly in the habit of carrying a spare pair. To be like, oh, I guess we're actually gonna go buy new shoes. And get him a pair if I feel like it, or if I feel like continuing this. Right. Also I think the shakedown dude is coming this way now, I must assume. Must apartment, hold on. Where's Don Quixote? It's right here. We're gonna be able to just buy shoes here. Yes, we can buy another one of these, like, not as good staminans. Or whatever the... whichever one is, like, the weaker one. Yeah, buy a couple of these. We're supposed to buy shoes here. Baseball shirt, protective amulet, leather belt, comfy shoes. Yourselves yourself to understand how comfortable they are. Also a screw and spring, but I guess most of this stuff is just that. Whoops. It's just for Majima because he's got the crafting thing. I guess we're gonna have to get the sneakers. I did not realize that it said comfy soles instead of shoes. I guess just the soles cost almost as much as a pair of shoes. Light and easy to run in. I guess we're gonna get this stuff anyway. Also, I don't want to get this. But I will get those other things. You know, I hadn't actually stopped to see how they spell that that name in the katakana, but I guess because of the way that Japanese works, at least the pronunciation they have for Don Quixote in that is less ambiguous than how it is in English. I mean, it's not even from either of those languages anyway, in Spanish, but... yeah, sure, I mean, what else am I gonna do with those shoes? It's not like I'm gonna wear them myself, surely. I can't really have these, well... I mean, if they're completely new shoes, they might actually cause some other troubles, like... I remember one time I went walking in, like, a new pair of dress shoes, and they literally fucking cut into my ankles. And I came back home all bloody. And it really sucked, but that's the kind of thing you have to look out for shoes you've never worn before. These are the latest style too, aren't they? Well, I don't know. You forget the whole reason you gotta do this mess, I mean... happy makes you want to run. Maybe run away from the person that's using you. Wasn't the track team in college? Running's in my blood, oh boy. Running too much without taking the proper precautions, that's how I ended up injured. Still doing errands though. I mean, apparently I'm also doing errands for him, in a way. But what a different premise for that. Well, we could, I guess we are gonna do that. I was just looking at the minimap real quick to see if he would just show up again if we walk away slightly and then come back, and apparently the answer is yes. Well, since we've come this far, we might as well try to follow up with him until this little side story is complete. Killing me again, I think I can walk again if I rest a while, but can't see it anymore, right? And tell me you're running errands again. How to deliver this absorbent shield? Hurry, oh boy. Gun and major injury worse. Explain why you're late, she'll understand, won't she? Or else... maybe you'll finally ask yourself why you're still doing this. You have time, do you think you could deliver this absorbent sheet to her? Oh boy. Gotta run an errand so she can wipe her face. But I would like a pick at the girl who's making him do all this. She must be some kind of special. Oh boy. I guess we're gonna do it. He's waiting on the footpath along the river on the Southernbury Street side. I'm Arankun's errand boy now. I'm just gonna accept that. Oh hey, Black. Long time no see. Yeah, Yakuza. Game that I ended up, surprisingly enough, not playing at the behest of anyone from the various places I've seen who actually like Yakuza, but rather someone else who is completely disconnected from those places, who is also a fan of Yakuza, I suppose. But at least I do have. The bat. I feel like the bat has largely made this a very worthwhile experience. Something very reassuring about the bat. So I'm pretty sure this is where I'm supposed to go to follow up on that, do that we were tracking, but it's not the place we were supposed to go to for that. Okay, that side story that I was trying to follow up on. But even though we're right next to this place, I guess I'll just get the fuck out of here and go over there instead. Maybe I'll get to meet more people with a bat in the way. That solved problems very well. And I believe video games are like a quite good example of this principle being demonstrated. It can also be seen in Mafia 1. And probably Earthbound, I guess. It's been quite a while since I played that, but I do believe that is something that applies. Okay, this is the place we were looking for. And who are you? Aaron hurt his foot and he can't run it, so he begged me to get this to you. And this is pretty much not news. That guy has been continually angering himself. Why did I say that? Him injuring himself. I know how English language works, I swear. I can use pipes, I swear. It's a hold up, oh boy. This man here brought what we needed, so we're good. Oh goodness. Better whip that Aaron couldn't to shape though. Gotta give him some tough love so he's never late again. Oh jeez. What the shit? Wasn't it you who requested that? Aaron thought he was doing it for you, so he busted his ass to get it. Tamakun wants I want to, so this is like how many layers of simple attraction going on here. Raikkoon's usually good at his job, quick, courteous, and free. Of course he doesn't know we're an item now. Well, can't believe they're doing Raikkoon like this.
What?
Before you go, I'm gonna need you two to make me a quick promise. Even though I just came into this pretty much out of nowhere. I already got plenty out of him. I'll let him go and stop toying with his feelings. I wouldn't make a promise like that. A good errand boy is tough to find these days. Stickman. Well, Stickman is a pretty apt description for Majima right now, I gotta say, but... You can be my personal errand boy. Oh boy, then I'll have to. Or I could show you why Stickman is a good thing to call me. Run errands for you all over town, whereas naked with a property of Tamakun tattoo. Or I could just label you menacing man and then... I guess I wonder a little bit at his somewhat extended health bar, but... Maybe we could try out the other style, just to see how it works, the freaking breakdancing style. I think as long as you position yourself properly. This one may or may not be the... Okay, never mind, I was gonna say the most style that's least likely to get you in a position to actually... where the opponent can counter you and then... pretty much so that's not being the case. Oh shit. Right, timeout. I need to pull out my bat again. My problem solver here. And I can finally solve for X. Oh, maybe they can still go to the movie. But tell them the truth, I mean, I guess we're gonna have to now. Given that he apparently just came all the way here on his own.
Hi.
Elvis was all I needed, but did you get the absorbent sheet here? Well, I think we gotta be straight with him here. I'd say this, but that woman actually has it. Oh, goodness. Also, here comes the police as a result of that little exchange there. That altercation. Actually, so we're walking around. Here's this friggin' emotional synth theme again. I don't know if there's like more than one of these, there probably is, but I feel like I generally have a hard time telling apart the music in this game. I will confess. Couldn't ask her about him, I was afraid of learning the truth, oh boy. And yet he just kept going and kept fucking up my own feet. This seems reasonable. Maybe this is a reality check I need. I'm not gonna run any more errands for her. Who knows what'll happen when I fall for the next girl, but that's just the kind of guy I am. It's all about respect. You both have an equal share of it and nothing can tear you apart. And also, well, just kind of recognize when you're just being abused.
Hi.
Give me medicine, these sneakers, and you did so much more. Well, I think we've done enough of this back and forth. Rancune will be waiting for you on the Suttonbury footpath. He eagerly looks forward to it. So we actually do have a new minion now. Well, what kind of errands can he do, really? How about doing something to fill your stomach? I guess. I mean, I am needing a little bit of a top off with my health, I guess. Would be nice if we could get that. Steamed bun. Well, not quite the method that I thought may or may not have ensued from that, but yes, we're finally gonna go back down there and look for the dude that we were supposed to be following up on. Oshikaikan massage. Well, maybe we can stop by Kamian here. I think the place where we ended up going with the tax guy. What it's supposed to look like when we're not just watching the place as the background for a cutscene. What would you like today? Well, any of these will do apparently, but what is... oh jeez, these are pretty expensive. What is Kazuki? Full Kazuki course comes with an endless array of dishes created by our head chef. Apparently that's gotta be 30,000 yen worth. Snow prep course, which is apparently more... kind of surprised that out of all the stuff that's offered here. I guess the most expensive stuff are like full courses, and yet freaking Wagyu is not as expensive as that. Guess we'll just go for the cheap logo. Sip of the day.
Why no?
Oh boy, we gotta substrate with the chef. Did someone recommend a restaurant to you? No, not really. Just conveniently on my way. I don't often get young customers like you, really. Young generation's all about the quick food craze, no? That's what they say on TV. Didn't know it was some big fad. I mean... I guess if it's cheap and if you're young enough that it wrecks your body slower, might as well go for that. My son and all his college friends are lead at fast food places, not proper restaurants like this one. So how can we possibly follow up on this this friendship? Just like keep eating here. Interacting with him will gradually fill the friendship gauge. I mean, I'm guessing, yeah, just keep eating here and we can probably further that. But we don't need to eat here more right now. And we really can run for quite a while. Even when we haven't really upgraded that a whole lot. Don't know if running continually for long enough that you actually get winded like that actually detracts from your health in any way though. At least in this game. What do we got? Like if there's any motivation not to do that. I guess this dude's just gonna pull out his pager and calmly walk away. Been playing laptop this whole time for a chance like this. About to kill a guy. I'm going through that humiliation again this time. I'm gonna do it right at the bust in. Actually, not yet. I guess we're gonna do the same thing as we did before. Well, we're hearing some interesting dialogue from within the building, it looks like. Sounds like, but kind of figured, kind of thought about this a couple of minutes ago. Well, it's probably gonna tell me before I go in, hey, are you sure you wanna go in? Are you sure you're ready? Actually, hold on. I guess we're gonna save now, but actually no we're not. Because we're gonna, looks like we're gonna have to intervene in a thing here first. I have to show the bikers my massive tool, just like in Father Ted. I'm guessing this Yokoi never invented the Game Boy. And I could follow it up with some kind of a probably a very weak pun about me having game, comma, boy, but I could also just pretend I never said that out loud. Yeah, we're gonna put that in the item box. And we're gonna keep the rest of these things on hand, I reckon. And we took a tiny bit of damage, so we're not gonna be walking into this next part with full health, but I mean, surely that pittance of damage, which, like, we wouldn't even have this much health if I hadn't spent a good number of the upgrades on health. Well, clearly it will make a difference. Now this time I will barge in. Ready to bust in. Ready to commit murder.
Makimura! どこや! 誰もおらんのかい。しゃあない。出直すか。
And really, we were so ready to murder, and then that happens. This couldn't possibly be a
こいつ
fake out.
何がこったんで。
どなたですか？あれ、お客様ですか？おかしいな。すみません。誰かいらっしゃってますか？
なんやこいつ目が。
ドア開けっぱなしで出かけちゃったのかしら。
違うや、俺客やって聞けや。おい、ええから聞けや。泥棒やったらとっくに逃げとるわ。落ち着けやな。
どこにいたんですか？
俺は今店に入ってきたとこや。いきなりあんたがすごい勢いで突進してきたもんやから避けきれんかったんや。ビビったのは俺の方やで。
でも今日の予約はもう入っていないはずです。
そうなんか。いや、実はもう体がバラバラになりそうなくらい辛くてな。そしたら知り合いにこの店の店長の話聞いてな。なんやゴッドハンドっちゅう噂らしいやんか。せやから飛んできたっちゅうわけなんやけど。おい、
すみません。怖くて。すみません。
ええんや。で、店長はおらんのか？
今日は出かけて帰ってきません。すみません。
なんで謝るんや。わかった。とにかく出直すわ。
本当にすみません。
泣くなや。
どこがお辛いんですか？さっき体がバラバラになりそうって治療されるなら早く予約をされた方が。
ああ、それはもうええんや。ほなまだな。
やっぱり
やっぱり違う言うとんやろが。ほら分かった。お姉ちゃんにやってもらおうかな。それなら納得してもらえるか？
Such a weird back and forth though. Can't help but wonder exactly what kind of a thought process led to that scene being written like that.
お客さん本当に凝ってますね。相当辛かったんじゃないですか？
ああ。
こんなに体を酷使されてるなんて。失礼ですが、お仕事は何をされてるんですか？
仕事？俺は。
Now we could just tell, I guess we're not gonna just up and tell her what we do as even as the front, which is manager, but if we're gonna be lying, we might as well go with a more elaborate lie.
俺は証券マンや。
ああ、道理で。だからこんな足がパンパンにむくんでるんですね。
なんでそう思うんや？
だって証券会社の人って朝から晩まで取引してる間ずっと立ちっぱなしなんでしょ？実はすごい肉体労働なんだって。
ああ、せや。なんや、よう知ってるな。
ずっと同じ姿勢でいると血の巡りが悪くなっちゃいますから、定期的に屈伸とかするといいですよ。
そうか。
私、お客さんから仕事のこととか街のこととか聞くのが好きなんです。お客さんが普段どんな仕事をしてて、それで体がこんな風に凝ってるんだなって施術をしながら頭の中で想像したりするんです。
ほう。
I mean, what kind of information is he gonna get? Do you already know that the dude works here? I mean, he probably wants information about the boss, but weird that we just get this option. Might as well take advantage of that.
ほな、姉ちゃんの話聞かせてくれや。なんや、趣味とかあるんか？
そうですね。展示の本を読んだりもしますけど、ラジオを聞く方が好きかな。
ラジオか。最近はテレビの方がええって思ってたけど、目見えへん人でも楽しめるっちゅうんはラジオのええところやな。
でも一方的に話を聞くより、こうしてお客さんと直接お話をする方が好きなんです。だから仕事が趣味みたいなものかもしれません。
人と話すんが好き言うんやったら、あんたホステスなんか向いとるんとちゃうか？
私がですか？さすがにそれは。
いや、ああいう店に来る男っちゅうのは誰かに自分の話がしたいんや。せやからホステスっちゅうのは何よりもまず聞き上手でなきゃあかん。
そういうものなんですか？
そんなもんや。その点姉ちゃんはいい線いっとると思うで。しかし仕事が好きか。そら羨ましいの。
お仕事好きじゃないんですか？
うん？まあ上司がちょっとな。
そうなんですか。じゃあきっと私は上司に恵まれてるんですね。店長に出会えて私本当に助かったんです。店長のお店だったから今までやってこれたけど、他のお店だったらとても。
Yeah, they just kind of keep on building on that more and more. This dude who gets, the dude who wants us to kill him, just describe him as a scumbag, and yet every other person is like, no, he's great. Just keep on hammering that in. Well, I guess we have to ask about the boss at some point anyway, so we get the bonus there.
ここの店長ってのはどないな人なんや？
店長ですか？そうですね。なんか見た目は可愛らしいです。
なんや、その見た目はっちゅうのはまるで実はちゃうみたいやないか。
だってあんなに優しい人他にいませんよ。そりゃ怒鳴ると怖いかもしれませんけど。
そのなんや、暴力を振るうタイプとちゃうんか？
暴力？
確かに店長力は強いみたいですね。店長の指圧を受けてるお客さんはいっつも悲鳴を上げてますよ。
いや、そういう意味はのうてな。
でもあんなに強く指圧してるのに揉み返しが起こることが全然ないってすっごく評判なんですよ。
ゴッドハンドっちゅうやつか。
どうしてもお店に来られないって人のために出張訪問まですることもありますし、いつもお客さんの健康を第一に考えてるんです。整体師としてもそうですけど、人間としてとっても尊敬できる人ですよ。
ほ
それに以前私も店長に救われたし。
救われた？
とにかく店長は全然怖くないですよ。人は見た目によらないってことで。私見たことないですけど。
おいおい、さすがに笑えんで。
And that's the second girl that we ran into that apparently says he saved her. Gonna have to meet this fellow in person and see for myself and possibly just go with the increasingly likely scenario that he'll defy the mandate to murder him. Unless he just walks in right now. I guess he's probably still clueless about the fact that he brought a knife.
お客さん、お客さん。
なんや、寝てもうたんか。
相当お疲れだったみたいですね。リンパも全然流れてなかったみたいですし、睡眠不足が続いていたんじゃないですか？
ああ、そうかもしれんな。
じゃあ今度は仰向けになってもらえますか？ちょっと枕の準備しますね。
ったく、何してんねん俺は。
あれ？店長？
I guess it's also significant. Yes, it's also significant that she couldn't see his tattoos at all.
いらっしゃい。
Or the eye patch.
これはお邪魔やったかな。
この方、店長をご指名でいらっしゃったんですよ。お仕事が大変みたいで体中カチカチで、私が無理言って施術させてもらったんです。ですよね。
ああ、そうや。
And he can probably see the knife as well.
そない体痛めつける仕事っちゅうんも興味ありますな。
あれ？店長ハリーですかそれ？
ああ、弟子に任せっきりやったら新規のお客さんに失礼やしな。オプションでハリー行っとこか思てな。
本当ですか？お客さんラッキーですよ。店長、常連さん以外針治療やってくれないんです。店長の針灸だったらお客さんの懲りも良くなるかもしれない。あれ、何の音だろう。
ああ、あかん。大事なもん忘れたわ。お前タバコ買うてこいや。
私？
春やるときわしがタバコで急に火つけるんは知っとるやろ。
That seems unhygienic. We could just use a lighter.
私だと時間かかりますよ。
大丈夫や。それまでゆっくりこのお客はんのツボチェックせなあかんからな。
じゃあ行ってきます。
おう、気ぃつけてな。
But all of a sudden it's looking a little more and more like any qualms he might have had with going against him
ドス取ったらどうや。
is unlikely.
じゃ
You're just kind of
こういう
evaporating.
状況も慣れっこっちゅうわけか。牧村誠さんよ。
そんな前、どこで聞いたんや。
どこもかしこもあるかい。テレクラで引っ掛けた女使うて派手なリサーチかましとりゃ名も売れるわ。
ほう、いろいろ調べてきたようやな。
I don't think we're gonna be able to swing a knife around the same way as a bat, but
近江の鉄砲玉がなんか知らんが、的の店で気抜いとるような年郎の殺し合い相手ならなおさらや。
ん？
悪いことは言わん。このままおとなしゅう帰れば見逃してるで。引く気はないか。ならゴッドハンドの大サービスや。行くでー。おー
massive man. Right. Already lost one eye and probably doesn't want to fraternize too much with the dude's. Oh, never mind. Here's our bet. The dude's assistant. I mean, didn't seem to be too turn up about hanging out with her, but even so, oh shit. Oh shit. I was wondering if we were gonna see any more of these QTE things. Because I don't think we've really seen any until like, or since that one sequence at the very start of the game when you like keep running into the dude. That you end up falling out a window, I think. I barely even remember what happened during that sequence, but I think that was before the whole Yakuza debacle. Oh. Oh, I freaking swear. I'm trying so hard to get this freaking heat reaction, whatever it is. Doesn't seem like it's working all that great though. But whether or not I managed to pull that off, it seems like the bat remains a key to victory regardless.
ただの鉄砲玉やと思っとったが、一味ちゃうな。何もんやお前。
こっちのセリフや。なよっ。
邪魔すんで。
やっぱりちんけなチンピラかい。ちゃんとお仲間呼んどったっちゅうわけか。
なおか、お前の仲間とちゃうんか。
なんやと。
取り込み中すんまへんな。あんたが店長のリー・ウェンハイやな。牧村誠はどこや。
ん？リーやと？
何言うてんねん。わしが牧村誠や。
あなんしょうもない嘘ついとんねん。今までそれで乗り切ってきたんかもしれんが、うちらには通用せんで。
なんやと？あ、せやったら。
はい、店長買ってきましたよ。 長。
誠、なんやと？
おお、ええタイミングや。おかえり、牧村誠ちゃん。
お客さんですか？
おい、さっさと連れてけや。
逃げろ誠。
店長、どうしたんです？店長。
誠、ええから逃げろ。
なんなの？店長どこ？
牧村、この子が。
邪魔すんな、おっさん。おら、おさっとすんな。おれ、さっさと連れてけ。
くせえ、なんやこりゃ。
おっと兄ちゃん、どこ行く気や。
ほんまにあの子が牧村誠なんか？
ああ、それがどないした。中華はあれ何もんやねん。
あの女は俺の獲物や。お前らの勝手にされたら困んねえ。
そらこっちのセリフやボケ。前あんたも死んどき。
あいつを逃がしたってくれ。なんやと？あんたしか頼れんのや。あよいかんかい。
余計な邪魔しよって。
なんなんやこの状況は。
死体の処理が邪魔くさいけどしゃあない。二人ともそのまま蒼天堀に流したら。覚悟できとんな兄ちゃん。おう、やったれ。
What this has got me thinking right now mainly is if the chick is Makoto. And she is still the one who... Boy, well, let me just pull out my bat from nowhere again. I mean, it is a source of my power, but if she is in fact the same person that we were told from the beginning that that's the one who has to die, why do they want her dead? Like, what did she do? Or who is she? Oh, that sure was Oishi. And was the big dude like actually using her name to communicate with the phone checks for some reason? And I guess maybe these dudes had to just beat up. Maybe are connected to the bad tattoo guy that he was searching for? I don't know. Well, they're not going to Mars, wherever they are. Alright, how can we possibly, I guess we're not really allowed to go on any detours right now. Wouldn't really make sense.
追いついたで。なんやわれ。邪魔すんなや。どこのヤクザか知らへんけど、こっちもその女渡すわけにはいかへんのや。返してもらうで。くそー。構えん。ぶっ殺したれや。
Oh, we've just done some of this, but I guess we're gonna do a little bit more. Sugiyama doesn't even have any extra health. Oh jeez, I was wondering why that doesn't really make sense for her to have that health, like, given that they're not really gonna try to kill her, are they? Probably that health bar just depletes whenever they try to yank her off. But perhaps not a health bar per se.
その声、さっきのお客さんですか？一体何がどうなって？
How don't even know what's happening.
クソがその女は渡さへんで。すぐに仲間が駆けつけるさかい。しつこいな。説明後や。とにかくここを離れるで。
何？
静かにせ。あ、兄貴。くそ、どないなっとんねん。兄貴、大丈夫でっか。おい、女はまだ近くにおるはずや。すぐに探すで。応援呼ばんかい。
おい。
厄介なことになったで。
Oh boy. More escort stuff. If your pursuers spot you in your couch, you'll have to fight to protect Makoto. Approach groups of people standing in streets and place a... Wait, so now we're doing actual escort stuff. Blend in. And fighting off pursuers, keeping Makoto safe should be your top priority. If they grab hold of her and try to rug her off, she'll spend her energy to resist. I mean, where are we going? We're going over to Majima's apartments. Let's get her up north to Southern streets without these bastards seeing her. Maybe. Take the girl and run. Take the girl and run seems like it would be, I don't know. Maybe the name of a song or a movie. We don't need to do that right now, though. Stay near a group of people to hide from pursuers. Also, here they come. Alright, I thought they were gonna come all the way over here, but I guess they're not. Come on, dude. Finally decided to leave. Alright. Let's move a little bit farther in that direction. I'm not really sure where we're gonna go. How we're gonna get to where we're trying to get to, but we can pick up a few more of these cards. On the way, surely. Give me just a minute, okay? I need to get this Hibiki Otsuki Taipei. It's kind of ironic that apparently moving through the alleyways is the safer way.
まずは連中をまかんと。おい、危ないから後ろにおれ。
Alright.
店長は無事なの？
今は自分の身を心配せえや。
I don't know if the big dude is getting out of that. Getting shot multiple times.
どうしたの？
ちょっと待っとれ。
Oh, shit. Gosh, wrong button. Guess we're gonna have to fight. It doesn't look like she regains energy between encounters, so that's not good. Guess that's a big motivation to avoid encounters. Alright, where are we going now? We're going this way and try our darndest to not get identified. We can get over here. Surely we'll be just fine. Yep, nothing suspicious going on here at all. You can't see my eye patch. It's just the height of fashion, but apparently it's only gonna help. this could be a problem if they actually continue to focus on her. There we got 4 million now, which means that maybe if we go into the abilities menu right now, we can not only get yet another big health upgrade. XXL this time. Wow. And we can probably get one more as well. So that one's 15 million tier. We can strike out at the enemy while running. Or unleash a surprising attack when switching to the slugger style. Oh boy. What about Breaker? What can we get from this? There's just more health upgrades. That's actually accessible right now. For being knocked to the ground while on the ground. From a low stance, whatever that means. X on the guard is broken. Seems extremely situational. Yeah, maybe not. I feel like I really want to spend as much as possible on the bat style first. So I guess we'll... Not quite sure exactly what that these M locks actually mean, but... Oh wait, we have this one. Never mind. The only one that we can get right now is either this one or only this one really. There is no actual choice, it's just that. But that is done, so we're supposed to go over in this direction. I want to wonder exactly how we're going to get past those dudes. Ah, shit. Wait, we actually did lose them? That is surprising. They just shuffled off like that. Oh shit. Okay, well this could be a problem if they continue to persist. Yeah, probably have to try to hide here, right? Yeah, sure is. He's gonna swing around like a... I don't know, a mannequin with roller skates. Ah, shoot. We'll totally make this work, even though we're like being attacked on two fronts at this point. I want to wonder exactly how far we're trying to go though. Okay, so these fuckers run off. Which will hopefully be soon. Then what? So we fuck off and try to go down this passage here and hope that we make it in time. Yeah. Trying to avoid the guys who are going in this direction on the south. But surely now we're in the clear. Oh goodness. We're gonna get through this with a quick time event that I don't fuck up this time, hopefully. Oh yes. I guess just being able to do this means that we're not gonna be surprised by someone sneaking up on her, so while we're not looking. So it's gonna be more of a... We have manipulated the probability of that happening. That was entirely beyond our control has been manipulated regardless. Well, I mean, apparently we have to go that way, even though there's clearly some dudes waiting for us over there. So, kind of have to wonder how this is gonna play out.
こいつら倒さな先へは行かれへんか。そんなら片っ端から相手したるまでや。
Oh, we got another encounter with Yakuza, even though she certainly doesn't have any extra energy left. I feel like she might be right on the brink of... Shit. Yeah, of that. So how are we going to address that? I mean, certainly we don't have to redo that entire section. I mean, fighting enemies isn't the problem, it's trying to keep them off her. I guess it might be a better idea to like switch to a different style for this, specifically just because... Well, maybe not if, you know, given that she pre-angled her energy, just from our little new timeline manipulation shenanigans. Yeah, this time we can actually have this play out beautifully.
Made, もっと遠くへ逃げなあかん。もたもたしてる暇はないで。行くで。
I guess we're not done. Never mind. So, oh jeez.
こっちへ。見つかったか。
I'm really not sure how. Christ. Well, we got seen by apparently one dude out of the group, but here comes the whole group regardless. Yes. Alright. I'll make sure that we keep our attention on Majima directly and not her. What are you doing, Kawano? You're supposed to be creating silly games about time travel, not trying to kidnap women in Osaka. I mean, yeah. Are we going to the apartment or what? And are we gonna be able to escape this or... Seriously, just winging it? Alright, I guess we aren't gonna be treated to the details of how she managed to get down the stairs. Oh, here we are. I don't think this is Majima's place, though. Unless he managed to find us regardless.
手こずらせてくれたな兄さん。誠ちゃん、渡してもらおうか。
くそ、しつこいやっちゃな。お前はここでじっとしとけ。はい。
誠ちゃん、先逃がしてもええで。どうせ一人やったら遠くまで行かれへん。すぐに追いつけるんやからな。その代わり、ここでお前を確実にぶっ殺す。それからゆっくりと誠ちゃん捕まえて連れて行かせてもらう。
One more bout. Guess we really couldn't resist making it oishi after all. So pretty much dead, but might as well go ahead and get some use out of that heat bar. I'll blame the shady guy that told me to kill her, I guess. So what happens now? That's what I keep on asking myself. At a few different fronts, but this may be the actual largest plot thickens moment that has happened in the entire game so far. At least in my eyes. Like pretty much, I don't think anything that has happened with Kiryu has really gotten to this degree. At least in a way that's easily digestible. Oh boy. Because I don't know, there's, you know, the big intrigue with Kiryu and his side as well, but I feel like that one may have ended up with too many bells and whistles compared to this. It's not quite the way that I was thinking that scene might end, but in that specific instant. Alright. Or 200-day trips around the world. Well, I mean, just go out and beat people up and you'll get shitloads of money flying into your pockets. And speaking of Kiryu, I guess that's what we're going back to now. Imagine open Kiryu one more time.
桐生一馬は育ての親でもある若頭の風間を守るべく決死の覚悟で組を抜ける。桐生をはめたのは風間に次ぐ組の幹部堂島組若頭補佐久世剣能会会長久世大作。 その最終的な狙いは殻の一坪と呼ばれる土地にあった。巨大な利権の絡むカムロ町再開発計画にとって欠くことのできない殻の一坪。そのわずかな土地をめぐる極道たちの熾烈な争奪戦に、ある一人の男が桐生を巻き込んでいく。橘不動産社長橘哲。その背後に隠された風間の意志が桐生の運命を大きく変えようとしていた。
I don't know, I feel like the level of... I guess that was a decent enough recap attempt, but I do feel like the level of intrigue... wait a minute, did I actually forget to save before I went it? I didn't think I did. Oh well. Today is the 23rd, 23rd. Oh well. I feel like the level of intrigue that they put in, the amount of layers they put on Kiryu's plot is like a little too much to comfortably follow compared to Majima's plot. It feels like the way that they expose the details of it isn't as organic. There's, you know, a fair bit of telling without showing going on here.
とりあえずはそこの社員って形だ。
社員？へえ、そんじゃ極道からの華麗なる転身ってとこか。ま、そこも堅気には思えねえけどな。
そうだな。
となると、お前の殺しの濡れ衣晴らす件は橘不動産が手貸してくれんのか。
橘はもう方々から情報を集め出してる。橘不動産の情報網を使ってな。
期待できそうか。
多分な。ただ橘が掴んだ話じゃ、薩の方でももう俺のこと嗅ぎつけてるらしい。殻の一粒の死体から俺の指紋が出てる。
おい、それじゃお前すぐ薩に手配されちまうんじゃねえか。
いや、それについちゃ橘が薩に鼻薬効かせてる。完全に捜査止めるのは無理としても、いくらか遅らせることはできるって話だ。それでも真犯人を見つけない限りはいずれ薩に追われる。俺が街を自由に動き回れんのはもってあと3日ってとこだ。
なるほど。でもやっぱり橘ってのは結構な力持ってんな。薩にも太いコネがあるってわけだ。
そうらしいな。
その件についてとりあえず連中に任せるしかねえか。で、お前は今何してんだ。
だから不動産屋の仕事だ。
は？
殻の一粒の持ち主がはっきり見つかるまでの間だけどな。もう一息ってとこまで来てるらしいが、それまでは不動産屋の普段の仕事を手伝えって言われてんだ。仕方ね。
お前が堅気の仕事するって？
ああ。小田っていう橘不動産の幹部が俺の教育係にいてな。そいつとこの後喫茶アルプスって店で待ち合わせてる。だがその前に俺のこの服を何とかしなくちゃならなくてよ。
服？
極道丸出しじゃ仕事になんねんだと。まっとうな堅気に見える服を仕立ててこいとさ。
ああ、お前もしかしてそれで俺のことを呼び出したのか？
服についちゃお前に聞くのが一番だ。お前ならまっとうな堅気の服見立ててくれるかと思ってな。
人を見る目があるぜお前。わかった、任せとけ。
安心しろ、そんなに期待しちゃいない。ただ俺が選ぶよりはいくらかマシだろ。
お前なあ、それが人に物頼む態度か。
Alright, so our current quest is get a nice suit.
待ち合わせまで時間どれぐらいあるんだ？
そんなにはないな。できればカムロ町で買い物を済ませたい。
それじゃあんまり選択肢はないな。この近くでビジネス用の服売ってる店っつったら中道通り裏のメンズスーツか。
中道通り裏？そんなとこに服売ってる店なんてあったか？
新米のホストがスーツ買いに行くような店だ。高級ブランドなんかは置いてねえが、まあとりあえずの間に合わせにはちょうどいいだろう。
贅沢は言わねえさ。それじゃ行くか。
Civilian clothes, this dramatic objective font. So I'm kinda well, momentarily caught up in figuring out what this is, like... What? Yeah. I mean, having no taste for something like fashion shouldn't be something that's hard to admit. I admit it.
きっちり気合の入った仇に仕立ててやるって。
いや、普通でいいって言ってんだろ
う。まあ任せておけ。
But yeah, I'm trying to figure out what this says. If I can do it quick enough that they don't start talking again. Union drink. Union drink. Guess I got my answer.
そうだったか。
ああ。
Oh, wait a minute. I guess we're gonna do some joint battles against the Men in Black first. I don't know, I feel like Kiryu's gotten to the point where his opponents are a lot more aggressive. Maybe I'm just imagining things, but it feels like the Men in Black are a lot more aggressive when you're fighting them as Kiryu than any of the opponents that you have to fight as Majima. Oh shit. I'll just carry on like this, and I'm sure we'll figure something out. There you go. Thank you for the assist there, Nishiki. Even though I think that the final frame of that actually showed Nishiki being knocked down while one of the opponents there was standing up. Actually, well, before we do anything else, let me use some of this money that we have now to maybe get some more upgrades. Can we get more health, perhaps, possibly, potentially? We need 30 million for this tier. Can we get like anything else that we haven't gotten yet at the... No, apparently we need 30 million for any of the next tier of Brawler anyway. Shoot, I don't know. Power overwhelm across enemies. Weapons and general grabs froze. Maybe we should, I don't know what we should do, honestly. 30 million for that, 2 million for this. I guess I'll get this first. I'll just get whatever I can now. What about this? Guard charge, move. Let me have a quick look at Rush, just so we can figure out if there's anything here that I want. First, hit gauge right here, and then be probably this for, probably want these couple of things for the Rush tree. The sphere. I don't know, I feel like this reminds me of any particular progression thing. It's gotta be the sphere grid from FF10. Strangely enough. No. Is there anything left for me to get a beast? I guess I might as well go for it. Like, given that it's the only thing I can afford right now. Guard a charge. Strong attack ball. Guarding. Line. Hurl yourself at the enemy. Alright, well, maybe we should try that. Try the beast style again.
色とか柄とかスーツつっても
Well, let's give it a go. I'm trying to... Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't know. I feel like... Goodness. I feel like Kiryu gets a lot more fucked up in Majima, I gotta say. Oh. Is he not guarding right now, for example? Hold on. Maybe I'll switch styles again. Hold on. I'll switch to the quick style. God. I'll switch to the quick style again and trying to get the shit beat out of me. That's the result of that. At least I'll put my foot in somebody's face. Even if that's far from ideal. See, I don't have like equipment and stuff as well. I have a gun. Should I equip the gun? Should I equip something else for a belly warmer? Will revert to a wild, feral state. It gives me 4 defense, 3 blade and 3 firearm, and I don't... Oh, wait a minute. Well, Sauron gives me that. This one gives me more defense, more blade, more firearm. I don't believe there's anything else that actually gonna be helpful. Actually, is this making the enemies more aggressive? Have I like somehow gimped myself? What if I equip this instead? Will that somehow make it better? Ooh. Well, let's get into another fight. Apparently these dudes said we were walking right next to us. I get the feeling that maybe, just maybe, that item may have served as an active detriment. Wait a minute. Okay, so it's just kicks. We can't grab with this style, I guess. Oh shit. Maybe I can even try like going beast style for a moment so I can at least kick this guy's face in or something. Just rev up the fist instead. Maybe I'll be able to actually do something in beast style now that I don't have that thing. I don't know. Maybe I'm just imagining it completely. Maybe it's nothing to do with that at all. After all. But maybe it does. Well, we got like one more encounter to take care of here anyway, so... suppose we're gonna find out, or at least come close to finding out. Yeah, I don't know, they don't seem nearly as aggressive now that I don't have that thing equipped. I feel like it was my fault after all. Oh shit. I guess grabbing that weapon with the beast mode actually helped as well. Hey, Red Bear. What's up? I am discovering the intricacies of how my terrible choices may have ended up making this game harder than it needed to be. I can actually stop at the restaurant. I guess we're gonna do it after all. Extra large. That's still not gonna be enough to top me off, but oh well. Mouth-watering. Maybe we can go to another restaurant and continue to stall on getting to where we're actually supposed to be going. We do seem to be pretty good at that. when I put my mind to it. Whole time wasting business. Yeah, it looks dodgy, but is he gonna try to pick a fight? I guess not. Even though he looks just like the dudes who kept picking a fight with Majima. Oh, never mind. I guess he is gonna pick a fight. The Nouvorish. And he is also Nouvorish, but I guess he didn't really look like he wanted to fight until I guess I ran into him by accident. And there he goes. Or maybe because he's Nouvorish, he's going to like drop more money. Maybe that's the logic behind that. Oh, here we are at nondescript hamburger place. Here. And maybe the free smile as well. Oh, smile burger. Well, apparently any of these will do to top off, so I guess we're gonna just grab the cheapest one. Not that any of these is gonna set us back any significant amount, but you know. Hey, guess what? Oh, it's not much of a smile if you can, you know. You just lower your face when you're doing that, but oh well. Smairu Baga. Alright, let's do our quest of buying a cheap suit.
本当にこんなとこにあるんだな。
そんじゃ入ろうぜ。気に入ったのがあったら言えよ。
ああ。
無難な線だとこんなところか。
なんかパッとしねえな。地味だな。
それが仇ってもんだろうが。見え張ってなんもなのは極道だけだ。
ただこれじゃなんていうか貧乏人っぽく見えるんじゃねえか。
ならおめえにぴったりだな。
うるせえな。お、これなんかどうだ。
バカ、おめえそれ絶対やめとけ。選ぶんじゃないかとは思ってたけどよ。
なんでダメなんだよ。
これじゃあスーツの自己主張が激しすぎて、アクセサリーや髪型、靴、腕時計、全身コーディネートしないと浮いちまう。着こなすにはセンスだけじゃなくて手間も必要だ。おめえみてえに無頓着なやつだと服に着られるのがオチだ。
たく、めんどくせえ。
それじゃあこれはどうだ。色は落ち着いてるがラペルがピークドで意外と派手に見えると思うぞ。
お、白か。
さっきの柄物に比べりゃマシな方だろう。よし、これ試着してみろよ。
Really help if we could see all these suits that he's apparently looking at it. Guess he's now switching to a white suit. And now he looks like he does in the game's banner.
Yo, これでどうだ、錦。何笑ってんだよ。
いや、やっぱ何着てもまるで堅気に見えねえと思ってよ。
I mean, he should probably change his shirt and not have it like popped out like that if he wanted to look inconspicuous.
わかってるって。いやでもよ。
お前がどう言おうが、俺はこの服が気に入った。これでいい。
え？おい、いいのか？全然リーマンっぽくなってねえぞ。
小田には服を何とかしろと言われただけだ。やることはやった。文句言われる筋合いはねえさ。
そっか。よし、わかった。 そこまで言うならそいつは俺のおごりで。兄弟の新しい門出だしな。
何言ってんだ？
あ？
鼻から俺はお前のおごりのつもりだったよ。
なんだそりゃ。
Look at that. This is just forcing Nishiki to pay for it.
付き合わせて悪かったな、錦。助かった。
ああ。お前、この後待ち合わせなんだろ？立花不動産の。なんてやつだっけ？
小田だ。喫茶アルプスで会うことになってる。
I mean, it's two syllables. It can't be that complicated.
ところで気をつけろよ、桐生。久世がお前をぶっ殺すって息巻いてるらしいぜ。例の一件で指を落としてから相当来てる。
だろうな。
危なくなったらいつでも声かけろよ。じゃあまたな。
Alright. Offices on Nakamichi Street should get moving, unless, of course, we want to, I don't know, do some kind of extra side thing that we were made aware of, but I guess we do have whatever this is down here. That's the same direction we're going for a lot anyway. Who's saying that? The bastard. What? Oh, wait a minute, one of these guys is not dead, I guess. Which one is not dead? Oh, Ochi, maybe. The guy that hadn't actually come over here. Actually try to get involved in the fight at all. I thought I probably caught wind of like another potential fight that I could do, but with people who were trying to like bully somebody else and be like, yeah, you gotta intervene. That is often the case, but oh shit. Well, beast does seem to be pretty effective when you're not like constantly being rushed down by the entire enemy group. Because of a friggin' what a gimp. Right, I'll go this way. I'll look at the kid that was standing in line before. Did you manage to get it? Okay. Brand new video game, that guy stole it. Oh boy, that high school kid who just left. Ran up and yelled at me to hand it over, my RQ3. Boy. Last boy in line, now to be known as Aku. I mean, were there any other boys his age in line? High school link went right off towards Pink Street with Aku's Arakura game. So let's go and look into it. Is this the guy? Gang Goomba, oh boy. There's gonna be a chain of people stealing this thing. Adventure just came to an abrupt end, so leave me alone. It's the last thing I want to hear about right now. I'm gonna grind choices for the experience. I feel like that's gonna go the other way around, but it's not really experience, it's the money, which can then be converted to experience in a way. It's kind of like Dark Souls. Yakuza is the most Dark Souls-like game I've ever played. Is the takeaway I must take from that. At least you don't lose all your body when you get defeated. So there's that. And apparently he just came running all the way over here. I don't have it. It was stolen by that Italian mobster that ran away from where we were. Question mark. Probably a better thief than me. This jerk from a street cannon busted out his dagger of stealing and made me give it to him. He used the Mage ability. Could be home leveling up, but now my RQ3 is probably going to some dude who's not even a fan. Probably little kid then turn around and cry like a baby when you get mugged. Well, and also try to beat up the guy who catches up with you. So the kid who stole like his RQ3 had it stolen by some thug, and that guy went off towards Taihei Boulevard East. And I guess we caught sight of what he looked like, even though we only saw him for like a second. Is this the one? Boy. Low level Yakuza is now running off. From the gang Goomba. I don't think he's aware that this is a chain, a building chain.
Yeah.
Robbed the kid who robbed Akio of his Harakuri. Oh boy. Why did you do that anyway? I want to hear another word about RQ3. So I'll be fighting street thugs even though it's not one of them. And you are over here. Oh, I hoped. Miwa is now down. The gang Goomba. And Akio's just running all over the place trying to catch up with us, I guess. Wannabe punk who stole your RQ3 from that nerdy high school kid, yet I don't think I fully get it either. Other people, why is there this chain of theft for this game? My who got the jump on me. This hard-as Yakuza type held me at gunpoint, forced me to give it to him and took off. Can't imagine why. He's probably not even a fan. That's the same thing that that guy said. It wasn't yours to begin with. Steal from a kid and cry like a little baby when you get mugged. Seeing a pathetic pattern here. Oh, I don't know if there's gonna be any... Oh, there's that dude just kind of walking into the wall there for a moment, but also I don't know if there's gonna be anyone higher up in the hierarchy of stealing from the Yakuza that ran off. Or the Yakuza who went off towards Taihei Boulevard. And we're still going along with this. Is this the guy? Well, I don't see anyone stealing it from him right now, so... Apparently he had the same kind of mentality with his plastic hair. One of the losers who couldn't score an RQ3 had some tough luck. This Harakuri belongs to us. Well, don't bother looking for a place that's still selling RQ3, just find a fool who bought one and take it. Though it's the very last one. Like it was your game to start with, but apparently I'm yeah, acting on behalf of the one whose it was. Not holding back either. Welcome to your doom. See, it's funny because I'm pretty sure that was also a, you know, Altered Beast was also a Sega arcade thing, and I'm using the Beast style to alter this guy's, oh shit, this guy's features. Now I just got shot in the stomach over a RQ3 knockoff. Not even sure what the nature of this is. This cannot be. I knew that it back, come on. Now can do. Little boy's surely been looking forward to playing it. We'll turn this into the end of Jingle All the Way. My old lady left me and took the boy with her. He's been wanting RQ3 ever since I read about it. I've been looking everywhere, but there ain't no for sale anywhere. Just want my boy, the child of a Yakuza, to be happy. I can't do that because there's another one who has at least as good of an excuse as this story you're making up. I didn't stick up no little kid, I took it off some worthless goon. Yeah, who took it off, well, are we gonna explain the whole chain? Took it from a high school bully who took it from the last boy in line who bought it in the first place. Surely that's gonna cause you to have second thoughts about this. And here comes the emotional music again. I was about to make someone else's kid cry for the sake of my own. What kind of monster have I become? So, thanks for going that he wasn't making that up. I was supposed to be a good dad to my boy, to Akio like this. Oh, really? Well, I just beat the shit out of him, but... all you had to do was ask. I'm giving you the money to buy RQ3 anytime. Smell always gets mad at you for spending money on golfing and go-karts and board games. And he would know to get mad at you even more for spending all your money again. I mean, it can't be a whole lot of money if you can spend all of it in one game. Unless you're buying, like, I don't know, some kind of train simulator and buying all the DLC and end up spending like thousands. One of those ridiculous cases where it's like that. Papa's not living with Mama and me now. I think he's lonely, so please stay friends with him. Well, I mean, maybe if he was still in the Yakuza. Or maybe we'll end up in a position where we're trying to kill each other if we're in, like, different families or whatever. Get a sunburst, though. You do that all the time, not just in front of Akio. Let's go to Mama's house and play RQ3 together with a couple of the maps. Well, maybe making a beeline to that nasty demon lord in no time. That's how games should be played. Why? Can you even do multiplayer in Yakuza? I don't know. Or at least, but I mean, I guess you can do cooperation with any game if you try hard enough. But, where were we going? I think the place where we initiated this. Alright. Like, I'm pretty sure we were right next to the place that we were actually supposed to be going to now, before I... initiated that whole side story. Didn't even grab any weapons or anything. So is this the place, or is it the place right next to this one? No, I guess it was the place right next to this one. Cafe and lunch, Alpine, is that what that said? And here's a guy we beat up at the end of, like, the second chapter.
酸が抜けてるぞおい。上司呼び捨てにするやつがどこにいんだ。だいたいお前その服なんだよ。ちゃんとしろっつったろ。全然肩切り見えねえじゃねえか。
あんたに言われたくねえよ。
あ？あれ。そうか？
他にもっとマシな教育係はいねえのか。立花不動産には。
バカ言うなって。
俺以外の誰がお前の手綱握れるんだ？覚悟しときな。俺の教育は厳しいよ。桐生君。
なんだこ
伊達メガネだ。どんな面でもなぜかまともな人間に見え
れ。俺にこんなもんつけろってのか？
る。いちいちダダこねんなよ。まあ何もしないよりマシだわな。さてと、それじゃあ早速始めっか。まず今からこの店で得意先のじいさんと待ち合わせてる。そいつが年の割に世間知らずの資産家でね、どうもたちの悪い戦友屋に目つけられたらしい。
戦友屋？
ああ、ヤクザのくせに戦友屋を知らねえのがしょうがねえな。戦友屋っつうのは平たく言や立ち退き料目当てに建物を占拠しちまう奴らのことだ。
建物を占拠？
ああ、よく借金の方に裁判所で売りに出されるビルがあるんだが、これを競売物件という。普通の出物より相当安いけど、こいつを競り落とすとその占有屋がどっからか湧いてくるんだよ。で、自分たちはこの建物から出ていかないぞと居座る。連中の狙いはビルの買い手にデタラメな立ち退き料をふっかけることだ。
本当はそこの住人じゃないのにってことか。
そういうこと。もっとも占有屋は大抵ビルの元の持ち主とグルだ。占有屋はせしめた立ち退き料から元の持ち主に分け前を払うって仕組みになっている。
それじゃあその占有屋を力ずくで追い出すのが俺らの仕事ってことか。
いや、そうはいかないんだ。か弱いビルの住人たちは法律で守られているんでね。力ずくで行けば警察沙汰になる。そん時捕まるのはもちろんこっちだけだ。おかしな話だろ。結局ビルの買い手は理不尽な金を払わねえと占有屋を追い出せねえんだ。
確かにな。
けどその金をなるべく払わずに済ませたいってのが今回の俺たちへのオーダーだ。じいさんそろそろ来ると思うんだが、先に店に入ってるか。おっと、その前にこれ渡すの忘れてた。桐生君の名刺だよ。これであんたも立派な橘不動産の社員だな。いいか、今日はお前のサラリーマンとしての適性を図る。あんまり舐めた真似するようならきちんと社長に報告するからな。
わかった。
いらっしゃいませ。お好きな席へどうぞ。
Just get to talk business, I don't know. At the back. Probably not right up at the front. We're gonna about our shady dealings near the back table at the back. I mean, I don't know. Near the back, but not all the way at the back, be better for some reason. There's also a freaking.
ここは二人掛けの席だろうが、先方が来たらどこに座らせる気だ？ああ。それともお前ずっと立ってるか？止めはしないぞ。
Or we could just,
当然だな。
I don't know, pull a chair and sit on the side. I mean, there's room for that, surely. I'm a bit more interested in the fact that apparently one person who's sitting at this table can play what looks to be Galaga or something similar on it.
よし、この場所なら問題ないだろう。仕事の話をするのにおあつらい向きだ。
Farthest seat or the nearest seat? Well, I mean, farthest seat from what? That's probably, I guess, from the entrance. We should probably take the farthest so that way anyone who walks in can take the nearest one. Be easier.
まさか上座に座ろうなんて思ってないよな。
What do you mean, though? What makes that one the head?
入り口に近い方が下座で遠い方が上座。俺たちが座るのは当然下座だ。
Who decides that?
それくらい知ってる。
知ってても実行できなきゃ意味ないんだからな。椅子に座るときは常に気をつけるようにしとけよ。
わかった。
I don't think I've ever heard anyone try to argue this.
いらっしゃいませ。ご注文はお決まりでしょうか。
ああ、そうだ。
Shoot, I don't know. Well, I guess we're not gonna get beer. Do we get coffee or? I mean, presumably we're trying to conform to some kind of norms here about how to act in the situation, but I have no idea what they're supposed to be. So.
コーヒーを。
いや、注文は連れが来てからにする。また後で頼むよ。
かしこまりました。
お前、先に注文する気だったんじゃねえだろうな。客を待ちながら優雅にコーヒーなんざすすってちゃ話になんねえぞ。
Yeah, why not?
それがビジネスマナーってもんだ。
Is the client really gonna be that stuck up that he's gonna raise a fuss about that?
しちゃいなかったけどよ。せめて同じことは二度言わせんな。
しかしめんどくせえ
な。何言ってんだ。ヤクザの方がよっぽど礼儀にうるせえぞ。上の人間ほどわきまえてるもんだ。あ、おい、来たぞ。あのじいさんが今日の客だ。
And does he already know what we look like?
山根さん、お久しぶりです。
ああ、悪いね、小田さん。なんか面倒なことになっちゃって。こちらは？
うちの新人で桐生です。山根さんよりご依頼の件、こいつがやらせていただきますんで。
へえ、そうですか。
Okay, I guess we're. Wasn't expecting that, but at least I was able to react.
いいぞ。名刺交換は挨拶の基本だ。どんなに顔を打っても名刺を渡し忘れるようじゃ、その先の取引には繋がらないからな。だが、残念。名刺が逆さまだ。ま、初めてにしちゃ上出来だ。多めに見といてやるよ。
桐生さんですか。これからよろしくお願いしますよ。
こちらこそよろしくお願いいたします。
Still gonna act very, make a very not pleased face at that though.
なるほど。お話聞く限り、相手は典型的な戦友屋ですね。
Still doesn't look like he's sitting at what the other dude said was the head of the table though.
すると戦友屋が居座り出したのはその直前。
ええ、まあ。
戦友屋は一人ですね。
はい。辻って男です。40過ぎくらいかな。なんだかホームレスみたいな汚らしいやつでして。
そいつから立ち退き料の要求はありましたか？
まだです。できればそのあたりの交渉も全部立花さんとこにお願いできればと思ってまして。私も年寄りですし怖くてね。なんとかうまいことあいつを追い出してもらえませんか？
もちろんです。時に山野井さん、戦友屋への立ち退き料いくらまでと考えてます？
早いとこ済ませたいですし、そうですね、500万くらいなら。
500万？勝手に居座ってるだけのやつにか。
それはまあ安く済めばそれに越したことはないですけど。
もともとあんたがそいつに金出す筋はねえんだ。俺ならビタ一文払う気になれねえ
な。おい、失礼だ。
その辻って男、自分にはヤクザがついているなんて言うもんで、揉めるとあとは怖いんですよ。
お察しします。でもご安心ください。うちの桐生はヤクザを扱うエキスパートですから。
は？
ヤクザのエキスパート？
いやー、こいつはなんていうか、ちょっと気合の入ったヤクザオタクでしてね。時々ヤクザになりきっちゃあ越に行ってるんですよ。な、桐生くん。
ああ、そうだ
ま、
な。
立ち退き料はできるだけ安く済ませますよ。
それじゃあ頼めますか。もちろんあなた方への謝礼は別に用意しますから。
それはありがたいんですが、立花から謝礼は遠慮するようにと言われてます。いつも山井さんにはお世話になってますから。
本当ですか？いやー、さすが立花不動産だ。やることが粋だね。
で、問題のビルというのはどちらに？
天下一通りにある杉田ビルです。
わかりました。あとは我々にお任せください。な、桐生君。
ああ。
Oh, what's it gonna be looking like after we're done? It's the big question now. Spending all this time just trying to act proper, set that up proper, but when it comes down to it, how are we gonna be going back to beating the shit out of people?
ビルから立ち退かせろってことだ。ま、交渉は俺がやるよ。仕事の手本を見せてやるからな。
専用屋のバッグにはヤクザがついてんだろ。交渉だけで済むのか。
そこは俺の腕の見せ所だな。差し当たって桐生君に最初の任務をやろ
う。なんだ？
ひとっ走り菓子折り買ってきてくれ。
は？
相手が専用屋にしても手ぶらで交渉ってわけにいかねえだろ。これもビジネスマナーってやつだ。
またそれが。わかったよ。
菓子折り買ったら杉田ビルの前に来てくれ。俺は先に行って待ってるから。それじゃまた後でな。
ああ。
But I really wasn't think Aichi Street can say the name rings any bells. Majima family turf site. I know it pretty well, but I don't remember any place like that. Well, we could go head over there immediately, and we probably will go to stop at like a restaurant to like could go right back into this restaurant that we just came out of and try to top off our health. Might as well. Coffee, Blue Mountain, Mocha, Earl Grey tea, strawberry parfait, cake set, toast set, oh boy. Okay. Surprisingly enough, doesn't look like any of these are good enough to top off. Go for the beef curry.
なんという味だ。
ありがとうございました。
Let's see, what up here? There's probably another place we can eat at right here, like right across the way. Taki. Maybe we should have come in here in the first place. Save a little bit of money, but who knows. What can we get in here? And I was gonna say, is that not the same old guy that we were talking to in the cutscene there? But we can order anything and he'll be good enough on this bar. Yes, we're gonna get, I don't know, this one, because it seems like it has the longest name. What will you be having to eat? Oh, didn't realize we'd be ordering multiple things. I guess we'll get a Japanese chicken skewer. I could go for something like this right now and wait to fulfill this. Oh shit. Does that mean we can't actually, Oh, no. I guess we can just get the booze and then actually neglect the rest of the meal. Kind of weird though. I don't think I've seen any other restaurants in this so far that actually give you two separate things like that. Alright, let's go. I thought I just... Oh, it might be because I just had booze. I actually don't even know what the, you know, being just had booze even does, but let's fight and maybe get that out of our system quicker. I'll be doing the bruising, I think. And then I will regurgitate some of this alcohol that I have in my system so that I can, you know, disinfect your wounds. At least you won't get infected, you are losing quite a bit of blood. Slightly buttered diamond plate, just like that. Should probably leave some of this crap at the, you know, the item box, but... What place are we going? This place... This place... The telephone club... The building... Up the building... Up this building... Not quite sure. Oh wait, here's the place where we're just supposed to meet up with him. Oh, I guess we didn't.
おいおい、お前本当に元ヤクザか？使いっ走りくらい確実にこなしてくるんだ。
すまん。すぐに買ってくる。
Well, let me check that again. A confection gift box. Some convenience stores should carry that. Well, let's have a quick look at the thing. There is Pop-Up convenience right around the corner here. Maybe they'll have what we're after. I guess we just need one of those. I feel like I'm getting tired enough that I probably am having a bit more of a hard time trying to process the dialogue. I don't think I see it in here anyway. Vent lunch sets, rice bowls, ramen, and legendary drinker of Ryukyu, turmeric and other natural ingredients make the supplement effective against hangovers, but we apparently can't... Can't what? Why did I say that? I feel like I'm also getting tired enough that I'm saying stuff that doesn't make sense. Yeah, surely I can get something better than this for fucking health recovery. We were supposed to get a confectionery set and it's out here anyway. I guess we'll try to buy something anyway because we got the friendship gauge. We'll get one of these as a purely symbolic gesture and that'll be the end of that for the time being, but at least we have to go somewhere else to find this thing. Where could we go? What is actually nearby? We got End Store, Kamurocho, which is kind of a ways off. If we go this way, we find a shrine. I don't know if you want to do that. Don Quixote Kamurocho, which might have, well, you know, I think we've consistently seen Don Quixote have a better selection. You could go to this branch of Popo. There's another thing that I wanted to check and I immediately forgot what it was. It was... this maybe, I don't know. 100 to 30, but this is breakable, question mark. I just want to check how much money I had, maybe, well, getting our money back up at least. Maybe if we... go to one of these phones and go to the item box. So I think I remember now. It was, well, there's a shakedown dude, but... trying to figure out how many CP points I have to spend at the shrine. How do I check that? Can I check that? What is in the notebook? Just like tutorials, characters. What do the character pages look like? Just like little biographies. Maybe I'll actually have to read some of these on my own time, just because. I don't know. I feel like it's gonna be very easy for me to forget a lot of what's in here. Anyway, I couldn't figure out how to check the thing I wanted to check, but we can down here for a few minutes and get some more money out of this guy. It's probably not a good idea, given how slow it is, and you know. The fact that probably wouldn't be a very good thing if he woke up with us right here, but sometimes you're just handed an opportunity and it just feels wrong to not act on that, you know. Check the item box anyway. I believe the plate, the diamond plate. We could also sell that, but I don't know, I mean, is there any point to this other than selling them? I have no idea. We do have some stamina XX and toughness easy. I guess we'll take out one of these and might possibly just leave it at that. And then go back to this. Sometimes you just want some money. And even if it's not a whole lot of money, it's there's a certain degree of satisfaction in knowing that you had to spend very little effort in order to acquire it. I am wondering, I'm pretty sure the last time I ran into this guy sleeping and did this. I may have been trying to get him below whatever million mark he had on him at the time. I wonder if I can do that now though. Oop. Like if we do this enough times that we go. Okay, never mind. Gonna wake up real soon, I expect, given that he just did that Metal Gear Solid thing. Maybe, possibly, potentially. We gotta wake up before we get him under 9 million, though. Nope. Nope, he did the exclamation mark thing, and yet he's still just sitting there. I have to wonder what's up with that. That's enough, I think. Gonna wake up after we walk away? Oh, he sure is. He's just staying right there next to him and continually stealing his shit was somehow enough to keep him under that sort of extended hypnotic effect. Who the hell knows? Seems like there's quite a lot of illogic to that situation. Feel free of that turn. Alright, hey. Can we get this confectionery set that apparently we're after? Is that gonna be here at all? Well, I'm not seeing it here, so maybe I will have to go even farther out. Just try to find this thing. Unfortunate, but... Not if that's what it takes. What does it say in there? Pachinko? Does it actually say pachinko? I think that actually does say pachinko. Is that what I've been hearing that entire time? You know how I make comments about how some of the like arcade machine type noises that come from some of the buildings remind me of the like one of the scream clips from Mario 64. Maybe pachinko was behind that all along, and well, for now we got strangely lustrous man who's also bald. Doesn't look like a Barker. This looks shady as hell. Telephone cards. Now we have some like the collectible things that we've been picking up. Oh boy. Right.
Oi. Yeah.
So something doesn't clear in yet. Look at a photo of a girl and see the whole shebang. Have you ever stared at a girl's photo long enough that her clothes start to melt away? Get a feeling for how she'd look naked. You can imagine where all her curves are and all that. I feel like we've gotten to the point where we don't need to do that. You know, we've gotten to the point where you can tell AI to do that for you. That's really something you just ask people. Well, I mean, I'll find many more, even though I've got a thing equipped that should help me find them more easily. Always at the various girly establishments getting my free gun, but in between sessions I have time to meet, well, Mr. Libido Akimoto. Is it different Mr. Libido from the one that fucking Majima ran into? My name's Akimoto, but they call me Mr. Libido. Well, to find a place to wreck the weasel. I think I've heard that particular term for that before. Of course, there's friendship gauge. Build your friendship and see what happens, or just get it over with. Anyway, we were trying to find a different convenience store. This one here, the Popo that's over in this street. And see exactly what is going to be for sale here. And lunch at pork. Boy. So we take Xawa and soup, toughen sea, torn our stamina and eggs. Jesus. We're apparently not able to find this thing that we're after. What do you call it exactly? What was the exact terminology that we were told to use when making this inquiry? Confection gift box. Surely that doesn't mean you should be looking out for some item that's actually called, I don't know, box of chocolates or something. What's down here? The Marsh, Kamurocho, Shrine, Kotobuki drugs. There's also Amstor Kamurocho, which might end up being where we have to go. Let's try to go there, I guess. Well, 2 kilometers by dashing. Let's dash a bit more anyway. The bastard. How have we not managed to hit the white older that entire time is what I have to wonder. Oh shit. Damn it. I almost completed that without taking a hit. And yet I managed to mess it up. Oh, wait a minute, we got a card in the proximity. Better remember to check up on that when I hear the noise. Well, we were saved from running out of stamina there by being offered an alternative way to seek that. Marina Shiraishi. Only 5 telephone cards. I'm sure we've collected more, but I guess it means us Kiryu. Okay. This is what? Oh, this is the one. This is the one, question mark? Where do you go inside this thing? M. Alright, well, we tried the pop-up stores, I guess. Maybe the M store, which has the same fucking posters on the window. We'll have what we're after. Orange sushi set, legendary drinker, chestnut, shashu, fucking tissues, no. Oh, wait a minute, here it is, never mind, I just ignored it. Well, we went through quite a bit to grab this thing, so this better be worthwhile, says I. Or is what I would say, if not for a license I may be able to take. I feel like maybe, just maybe, might be a better idea to hop out of the last moment. Oh, what do you know? I was too tired. But that, clearly that will help me segue into what I actually want to say, which is that I probably am too tired, like for real, to be able to probably do whatever is about to happen here, so other than try to live as dangerously as Kiryu here, but without good reason. And at least deal with Tanisaki and company here, but once that is done, I think it might be time to go ahead and save and call it for today, basically. Gone from Majima to Kiryu, and now it's gonna be Kiryu again. Kiryu going on the straight and narrow with this completely inconspicuous work attire and bringing gifts to negotiate and all that good stuff, but we're gonna find out what the results of those negotiations are sometime in the future. Oh, I was wondering what this was. If this was gonna give me that option, then apparently it will, but yeah. Yeah, I'll save that away, but also hopefully the save that I did just a few moments ago works, is what I have to retort to that every time. To make it concise and succinct. Those are my thoughts. You can press start there, or you can press scroll lock, as we learned at the beginning there, but yeah. Let's go ahead and quit for now. We'll be coming back to this sometime. I still have no idea if I can viably change my my sort of cut back stream rhythm here at any point and try to get a little bit more in, like maybe do stuff on Mondays again. But I don't know, that's something that I'll have to figure out a little bit farther down the line. Things right now I will simply put the music back on, I think, so I don't end up rambling too much in my I don't know, losing some kind of Well, I can't even think back to like high school biology to try and figure out exactly what smartest comment I could make about what actually makes your cells go electrically. So I'll just pretend I never brought that up in the first place and just say I am tired and I am not making sense, because I feel like that's probably the most concise way I could have put that. I don't know why I never choose to go for, you know, just saying the obvious first. I suppose there's a part of me that's against that, but to what degree does that actually need to be exercised? That is an actual good question, I would think, but yeah, this is where I'm gonna be leaving off for now, so I will simply say you'll take it easy, I think. Everybody for coming like always. Thanks for chatting, always great whenever people chat, and I will be returning to Yakuza 0, probably more than likely. Don't think of any reason why I would want to do too much of a switch up with the rhythm I've got right now with this game. Whenever I stream again, and that will most likely be next week. Probably be a repeat of the days that I did stream this week, but who knows. But yeah, thoughts on the docket right now, so hopefully I will be able to see you then, but at any rate I will see you later.